Okay, we're going. What the?
OBS being weird.
Oh, OBS is being OBS. I don't have enhanced broadcasting now. Whatever that means. Oh, sorry about that, everybody. That was loud. Bang.
Not horribly.
Whiz bang. Poop. And poop. Hello everyone, I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. This is the Electric Metropolis video game tour, and today we're playing another episode of Operation Valkyrie's End, a war stories campaign of espionage, sacrifice, and legacy. And we look once again to the current day, somewhere in Germany, the state of Thuringia, or the Thuringen region, more apt, I believe. No, there's a state, I believe.
It's a stadium.
Haha. Wikipedia foo has helped me. We look into a room within the Bortberg Castle as tour guides walk people through, talking people through the history of the place, talking of things mostly long before any of the events we tend to care about. But this lady is walking about on her own, with faint light filtering in through windows, and she is tapping away at her phone, trying to figure out where precisely all these dots line up to. See, the problem is that Operation Valkyrie's End, for what little she can figure out about it, and its Wisteria unit, has so many layers to it that every report that leads to an answer leads to just more questions. The questions that she's starting to lead into are getting more and more concerning. What started as a mere curiosity, a look back into family history, is now leading to this Dämmerung, this weapon. And now she's learned that, or she's been able to figure out at least, that there were 3 trucks full of this weapon, some sort of bioweapon maybe, racing through the mountains of Thuringia to some fate she can't yet figure out. The most she's able to piece together from scattered Nazi combat reports is that one truck was seized by the Allies, or the enemy. They really don't know who it was, but she can put 2 and 2 together here. The one was seized, one was disabled, and a third was in some sort of chaotic gunfight. What happened to those trucks? Did they stay up there? Were they destroyed? Did the Allies get control of them? It just didn't... For something so momentous, I guess it's one battle of many in the war, but she had to wonder. She had to fear that maybe this weapon could still be out there if it wasn't destroyed. So this suddenly became a lot more real for her. If she wanted more answers, she'd have to ask more difficult questions to more unsavory people. Maybe she'd figure out what happened. Maybe have some comfort that everything was alright. Maybe. But for now, we go out into those mountains with trucks racing along and danger ever present. No, shh, no, stop you. Stop. I will get in trouble.
Marion!
We do have a turn order thing, don't we? We do. So, last we left off, there had been a single truck that was shot straight in its engine and rolling to a stop by some enterprising hero of the war, but likely not a German, because why would a German stop Germans? All Germans were okay with the Nazis, right? Ha ha ha. No, fucking no. In case people are wondering. But, especially one in particular, who's a crack shot, finally. So one truck rolled to a stop. Two trucks were forced to veer around it. And, well, we checked to see what's going on here. So there is one guy who is in the truck that you guys recruited onto your side, who is on your side in the hopes of protecting the German people from the tyranny of... No, he's just he's an SS soldier who's incredibly petty and kind of saw the writing on the wall that he was going to get shot sometime soon, so he kind of joined your side.
Survival.
So he doesn't even know who you guys are, frankly. He doesn't kind of care. But he does need to shoot somebody, and it's not one of you. So there is shooting over this way, but there's kind of a truck on the way. Shooting this guy who jumped out of this truck, because this guy bailed out during the... this guy was the driver. He's going to try to take a shot at the officer in the truck you guys are passing. Because, you know, he has his own goals right now. At least he's shooting in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
He is at penalties, though, because now the fact that you're in a fast-moving truck is not to his advantage, and he's firing at someone who's within cover. I won't say he's calling shot anymore, because really it doesn't matter if you're shooting the truck anymore. The truck is now derelict. It can't really operate anymore or dodge or anything like that, so it's just cover that's in the way. But since you're moving at fast speeds, we will say this is at a -2. So he loses 2 dice. So instead of rolling that many, he will aim, because why not? Drops down. Bang. His Mauser reports and misses wide, much to his annoyance. Lieutenant Hornsby, it is your turn, sir.
I'm currently in the passenger seat of the car, if I recall correctly, or the truck.
Yes.
We're moving full speed ahead, right?
Yes.
You're at a pace.
At the,
You're at pace, yeah. You're probably not pedal metal, but you know.
at the mind-breaking speed of the Oppo Blitz.
The breakneck speed of 30 kilometers per hour, yeah.
Right.
Can I poke out the window and give this guy a shot with my rifle? He's close.
You could. You're at -2 since you're in a fast move. You're racing by him. He's not going to be there in a turn.
Okay, aim to get one of those dice back.
Yep.
Hitting, swing and a miss.
Would you like to push?
No, sir, no. I have enough food bars, thank you.
Very good. Corporal Merton.
Yes. Sorry, the map is not loading for me. There we go. Now I can see stuff. Except the entire... roll 20 is being roll 20. I'll leave it there. Okay. I'm going to use the rifle I have that we, let's say, liberated from the place to fire at the truck ahead of us. Well, the truck that isn't destroyed.
Okay, so just so you're aware, it will. Are you shooting just to hit the truck anywhere, or are you aiming for the driver?
Just to hit the truck.
Okay, just so you're aware, this truck being in the way does give it some cover, but you know that there's no way around that because you're still kind of alongside it, dodging it.
Yeah. Actually, could I suppress? Because I'm not very good at range combat, so I'm really just trying to make it harder for them to shoot at us while the people in our group who are actually good shots can try to.
Aren't you wielding a Mauser?
Yes.
So how do you suppress with a single shot weapon?
Never mind.
She's badass.
Fire.
That's how.
Fire in their general direction, then.
Don't you mock my buddy.
There, unless you're spending a
Holy
lucky
shit.
strike, you can't reroll.
Holy fuck!
Well, and that's how today's probably going to go.
Oh my god, that is full. Oh my jeez. You know, I'm gonna crack open a bottle of whiskey right now. I'll be right back 1 second.
I'm not going to re-roll
Make
that.
sure it's
I'll
Canadian
just let
whiskey.
it stand.
All right.
Oh yes.
The officer will, he's going to take a pot shot at your vehicle. He's going to take a pot shot at... He'll take out his SMG and he turns and just cursing you out. He doesn't even know who really is over there, what you're doing. But he just screams out a curse as he fires a burst into the truck alongside him.
Good thing we got gas masks.
He is he going to... Question is he going to try to shoot the driver? I mean, there's multiple people in the cab, so he might be able, they could just get control of the vehicle anyway.
How much cover do I get for Hornsby?
I'm on
Unfortunately,
your passenger seat.
yeah, he's on the wrong side.
Exactly. He's got to shoot through you to hit me.
So he will have penalty. The bonus he would get from burst is eliminated by the fact that you're a fast-moving target. And if I have to check his stats. I don't think he can shoot you reliably. Yeah, because he's an officer. He's not he has different bonuses. He's not specialized. Yeah, he'll just shoot the truck. He will just shoot the truck. Because he'd basically lose all his dice, so no. Ba-da-da. That's a hit, unfortunately. Hits your truck. How well did he hit your truck?
Is that location or severity?
Severity. That's actually pretty terrible. But the good thing is you're all in there. So I'm gonna check to see if I can reroll damage as a bad guy. It is not a player-only thing, so I will take one from a foobar from, let's say, Charlotte.
Let it go.
Break out into song. I will cry.
Okay.
Do you want to kill some Nazis?
Oh yes, I really do.
My wife heard that and walked in and just kind of looked at me very strangely. Not disapprovingly. Just as if she hadn't quite expected to hear me sing that.
Like, it's a little early for it, but hold on, let me gear up, I guess. No.
She's my partner in all things in life.
So, time to look up 3 plus the SMG. I think it's just +0. I don't think SMG gets a bunch to it. I believe one of you has it currently, but feel free to correct me on that if it's +0 or not.
What's he doing? Burst to suppressed or just standard?
Direct shot.
Okay, so he's already fired, so that's +2 to hit. You already got that. His damage is +1.
+1. Okay, so that's a 4. 4 on the damage roll table is only a minor hit. He had 2 extra hits over what he needed, so he could put it up to 6. You know you have multiple foo bars. Why not? I'll take away Nigel's.
Well, I'm not. No.
So it's a good thing you're in that truck. That's worse.
Ha! Up yours. Ha!
Martin, gimme. There we go.
You fiend. There's only so many times you can do this, I'm sure.
Unfortunately, that's the one you didn't want me to get, because that's a critical hit. Now, where did the critical hit happen? Before I get excited.
I'm going to expend my lucky strike to make you re-roll that critical hit.
You can make me re-roll where it hits, but you can't re-roll my damage, I don't believe.
Come on, Leslie, find the rule.
Hold on.
We've had this discussion multiple episodes.
Probably have.
You re-roll a critical result. The result is where it hits.
The damage.
Not the damage.
Okay. So that was the first thing. No, where...
Well, before we get to location, we actually have to figure out if the critical hit goes through, because he's firing into a truck, and trucks have their own armor depending where you're shooting them. So this may not be a critical hit at all.
Okay.
So calm your britches. Or your skirts, whatever, I'm not judging.
Well, we're like, 2 minutes in the game, you're taking all our foo bars.
Oh, by the way, just to add that, our Brit is sitting on the right side. Just because he's a Brit, he's still sitting in a German car.
That's true.
No.
Just out of spite, he's in the driver's seat. Dude, get out! But this is the way we sit in British. In British.
Yeah, I'm sitting on Carl's lap.
Get away from me. I drive American.
That public school education.
Yes, trucks. I remember we've shot every side of a truck so far. Shot the front, the back. Now we need to know the side armor.
Probably not much.
Side armor is light 1. So, okay. Roll a d6. That's nothing. All right, where did that critical hit you? It hit you right in the 5.
Right in the 5. Gosh.
And the 5, do you care about the 5 is the question. The 5 is the main body of your vehicle. The part you would be worried about is if it hit 1 or 2, which would be armament, which is the gas tank. So it didn't hit the gas tanks, it's just hitting the truck in general. Do you wish to reroll that with your lucky strike?
I think this is fine.
I guess not.
Yeah, because the other places it'd be armament, fuel, engine, fuel tank, or the locomotion, the wheels. But hitting the main body, bad things can still happen with crit hits, but that's probably the least scary, I think.
That was also a thing in GURPS. You had a crit and then normal damage.
So our equivalent of hit points or whatever is chassis. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And you have a 5 for the truck. So you are taking 4 for the truck because it butted into you. So now we figure out, how bad was it? It was this bad. It's 5 bad.
Medium bad.
Main body critical hit 5. Rattling explosion. The blow rattles the whole vehicle. If the vehicle is moving, the driver must make an operate roll at -3 dice, or the vehicle will roll or crash at GM's discretion.
Hensley, you're right. Then
Yeah.
you got that lucky strike. Get yourself +2 dice.
Say it's at -2.
-3, sir.
-3. Okay. So yeah, I'll spend a lucky strike to lower that to just -1. No hits, but no ones yet. So I'll just re-roll.
Push your luck.
Still no ones, but still no hits.
That's unfortunate. Time to crash. As he fired into the truck, he must have hit something. He must have hit like the wheel axle or something like that, some controlling mechanism within the truck, and you just feel the wheel just jerk in a bad way, and you try to correct for it, but these roads are narrow and there are trees very close to either side, so you skid. Bam! And crash into a rock. And we find out how bad that is. So, no matter what, we know one truck is going to zoom away. Well, actually, no, we don't know that yet, because things have changed. It's possible that you guys might be able to do something about that truck before it gets away, because its driver has not acted yet. I moved away from the part of the book I need. That was a very lucky shot. That could have been worse, to be fair. That could have been... the 5 is not great, but... There are... Every part of the vehicle... Almost every part of the vehicle, you can have it just cook everyone in the car. Basically, everybody dies. In a crash, what happens?
I feel like hitting the engine was the better outcome compared to crashing the car. Which is funny.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, that's what was so funny to me, was where when you shot his truck, you took out his engine, so it just says, yeah, it just rolls to a crawl and stops. Oh, okay. That's not so bad.
Did we accidentally maybe hit that guy that was standing next to the car?
You would like that to happen, so no.
Just asking.
He was unfortunately not ahead of you. He was He was alongside you. So I will say that truck does come scary close to ramming into him. But Yeah, I'll be fair to the book. They probably weren't expecting people to crash cars. They're expecting tanks to be blown up, and that's mainly what the book's concerned with. But forgive me for the slowdown here. Ah, there we go. I require all of you to give me a guts test to not bail out of the truck as it's careening out of control.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's
a couple more
funny.
of those.
That's funny.
I'll
yeah,
push.
It's another one of those days. Yeah. I have a feeling that the dice roller on Roll20 just has it out for us.
Oh yeah. So I get a foobar.
I was very much not expecting the person with the tied for the lowest number of empathy dice to be the one who rolled a success.
Any pushes happening? Other
I
than
mean,
Carl's.
What are we talking here? We're rolling guts if we jump the car?
So if you fail the roll, you automatically would jump out of the car before as it goes off the road. The thing that'll happen, just so you know what the consequence, because Carl now has the option of jumping out if he wants. But
Carl does?
Yeah, because you made the roll.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Harper
Oh,
made
sorry.
the roll.
I'm sorry.
Failed, pushed, and failed. Yeah.
Well, I was trying to cheat on your behalf. You're welcome. No. Martin, you do. You're the only one who can choose. So, for your sake, currently the truck is going to crash. And that means it'll be brought to a halt, but it's not wrecked because it didn't take enough damage to actually disable it. So it's just going to come to a complete stop. And from what I can tell, people in the truck don't take any damage in a crash because the vehicle is the thing that took all the damage. So some of that damage was some of that structure damage was just him shooting, and some of it was probably it crashing.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
No whiplash. Good.
Oh, and time to do check for our guy.
Does.
Bail out. He rolls guts. Did he bail out? He did not. So, oh, and
Does-
your guy has to check as well. Nope. So, everyone else but Harper and the rogue SS rifleman in the back seat of the truck are just bail out because you see it careening, and your first thought is this thing's gonna. Your characters don't know that it's gonna survive the crash, so you jump out of the truck. Harper, Merton, and the rifleman have a feeling that the truck will be okay, and could choose to jump out of the truck or stay with it.
Do I get a lucky strike for having rolled 2 successes?
Yes.
Cool. Nice.
So, are you staying with the truck? Is the question.
More cover is always better than less cover, so yes.
Okay. Rifleman staying with you if you're staying. So that was the result of the officer's turn. You guys are kind of dumped here. A little further away.
I might end up regretting that if the next person gets another crit and blows up the truck or something.
Charlotte.
I would like to, I don't know how far I can go on that map, honestly.
10 meters.
I would like to get into, like, a better, line of sight with him.
You can get to like here and get a better
Really
shot
there.
at him.
Yeah. So there. And then I would, that is a free movement or a fast action?
Fast action.
Okay, then I will just shoot.
You are at a
the truck.
-2 to the roll because it's a fast-moving target.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do much against that. So I will just try. Yeah.
That is a hit. Roll damage, please.
Nice.
Ha ha!
Nice.
Give me another one. Let's see where that critical hit happens. Right in
Come
the
on,
6.
headshot. Aw.
6 happens. That will hit the wheels of the vehicle.
Yeah, that's good.
Roll again, see how bad this is.
Ah,
Well, I get to look up what a 10 is on a locomotion hit. That's going to be interesting. It's still going to be bad. Because 10 is always bad for the guy being shot. Violent wreck. The attack has blasted the wheel off and caused the vehicle to hit an obstruction. Either way, the vehicle has rolled or tipped on its side. It is wrecked. All crew and passengers suffer an 8 dice attack.
oh my God.
Yikes.
Charlotte is the MVP of the truck chase.
I hate trucks so
Definitely.
much.
Crash. And also wrecked by definite means that no matter how much HP it had enough HP to be, it would have ran out of HP anyway and been wrecked. But if it had more HP left, wreck just goes, nope, you're out. That vehicle's destroyed. An 8 dice attack. What are you talking about?
Guess the 8 is like the to hit.
Oh, I suppose, yeah, you roll to see if it does any yeah. So, roll for me 8d6 there, Charlotte, as the truck continues your assault on the driver.
Nice. Very nice.
It's nothing.
He survived. The truck miraculously does not hurt the driver. He just has a very scary time as his truck just suddenly spins out of control and practically leaps off the roadway and rolls and crashes, and he just gets bounced around inside until it comes to a stop. And he's amazed he's alive.
I have a feeling that Charlotte built cars in her later career sometime. She just knows where to hit them.
What about the officer?
What about the officer?
He wasn't in that one.
Aw.
The machine gunner, well, he sees a plain target right there with a rifle. Look out! Moves aside, moves a little bit, and bam! Fires at this guy.
Buddha.
Burst fire, why not?
No.
Yay, rifle guy.
That's a hit.
No.
Rifle guy.
That's not a lot of damage. You can add +1 to it, but that won't matter. I believe that's still just a minor bit of damage, which is, it's damage. Yeah, it's a minor hit. So a bit of endurance loss as he fires in the direction of this guy, but he's too busy trying not to hit his superior. And that gives a bit of a scare for the German, who now has to roll for guts to see if he's suppressed. And that Nazi bastard did in fact resist the effects of being suppressed. Goes to the guy in the car. The guy in the flip truck, well, he doesn't have to control the truck anymore. He'll fast action get his rifle. And he will fire at this guy, which is within his range. Bang. Keep closing the thing I need. I need that for later. Bang. Hits him. (9), which is not critical, but that still hurt. Ow. still 2 damage. Machine Gunner must see if he's suppressed. He is not. He kind of got a very scary near shot. That really could have hurt him. Next guy to move is the rifleman who's right next to you. Which, oh god. You were in a... So, from his perspective, his truck with the officer gets shot. He dives out and goes, oh god, I don't want to die. Then he watches your truck veer off, almost hit him, gets shot at by his superior. It veers off, nearly hitting him, crashing, and then he sees you punch, jump out, and you're right there. So he is going to... He's going to fast action grab one of his grenades and huck it. What's the blast radius of these things?
5 meters.
5 meters, you say? Well, so... Yeah, he'll be able to hit you 3 if he throws it there. He wants to throw it there. We now care about scatter. He could screw this up. Yeah.
Then we only have to hope that he hits the truck behind us and not me.
Okay, so time to look up what happens when you miss with the grenade. No. I just controlled F'd trying to find the number 1. I got a lot of responses back on the PDF.
Well, yes.
I think 1 happens a few times in any given RPG book. Just wild guess. Range combat.
Apparently, yes. The way we're rolling today, it happens a lot during any RPG game.
Who got hit? Suppression fire. Field of fire. Ammo. Explosives. Missed explosive. Okay, so, if you miss with attack with a weapon that fires heavy explosive, special generating grenades, the projectile will possibly deviate to an unattended location. You should roll a d6 to see what happened and consult the table. Okay. So what happened? 4. 4 happened. What does 4 mean? Off target. The explosion occurs but is otherwise ineffective. The GM determines what superficial effects happen as a result. If you rolled a 1, he could have hit a friendly. If you rolled a 6, he would have hit you guys anyway. Just by sheer dumb luck. But instead, he throws a grenade and it tumbles in such a way that it blows up. It does... It kind of rolls around and explodes near the truck, but thankfully not near the tanks or anything. So it does give a bit... There is an alarmed look in his face of, oh crap, I didn't mean to throw it that far. And then... Oh, relieved look on his face of, oh good, I didn't knock out the tanks. And then looks at the 3 of you and has a realization of, oh damn, I didn't hit any of you. That's not good, but that's his turn, unfortunately. Weber, sir.
Okie dokie. I'm going to use my fast action to move, kind of slide here under the truck to give me cover from both the officer and the other rifleman. And then I'm going to Buddha this guy.
Roger. Watch this miss happen, folks. Sorry.
First is +2. Buddha.
That's
That's 1 hit.
How bad is it? Unless you want to push your luck.
I don't think so. That hasn't been working real well for me today. Let's see if this damage die will actually work.
-2. What?
Damn. No.
So
I don't think that roller is working right. I'm having trouble with the rollers in the lower down part of the weapon sheet. That should be +1.
oh, that's a crit.
So
Roll for me a d10. See where that hit him.
in the 5, right in the breadbasket.
In the 5 is his arm. I have armor there. Roll d10. How bad was the arm shot?
Pretty bad.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. I think he's not holding his weapon anymore. I'm gonna take a wild guess there. Not insta death. That all the insta death stuff requires a 10. 9's still bad though.
It's not instant death, but the artery is spurting a bit.
Blasted hand. Roll a d6 for me. Tell me the result.
4.
4. He loses 4 fingers as you burst fire.
Jeez.
And he is reduced to 0 endurance points for obvious reasons, and drops his weapon. And his war is over, as he will need multiple days of hospitalization to ever be back to living normal life. So he crumples to the ground, screaming in pain, and likely going unconscious shortly from shock.
Sleep well, Stumpy.
The turn has rolled around. All vehicles that could move can't anymore. So, well, yours can, but there's no driver controlling it, so it just sits where it is. Yeah. He is going to fast action, dismount from the truck. Dink. And he will shoot the officer again, because why not?
Yes.
Yes.
Bang.
Shoot your superiors.
Nice. Nice.
He's not my superior if he's
Damn it.
dead. Well, with that kind of shot, that's just a minor hit. But hey, the truck might save him. He has cover.
He's still scared.
Truck does.
Oh, wait, no, it doesn't give that much cover. Oh, the first die would have hit anyway, so even if it was light
Yeah.
cover, it's fine. Took away 1 of the damage, so the officer does suffer 1 damage, a minor hit, as the glass with the windshield shatters and he kind of ducks for cover inside his vehicle. That's still... It's still pretty scary, and he ain't suppressed, unfortunately.
Aw.
Lieutenant Hornsby.
You slide over here, aim and shoot.
I'll note movement at all is a fast action, so you wouldn't be able to aim.
Okay, in that case, stay over here, aim and shoot.
Very good. Bang. Miss. Let's go push your luck.
I'll do it, just this once. Yeah, I did it.
Nice.
You hit him.
And a lucky strike.
Or you
maybe
could add
damage, we'll
damage.
see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Where did you hit him?
Leonfield.
Oh, sorry. How bad was it? Sorry. My bad.
It was moderately bad.
5. I believe is minor hit. If you spend that extra lucky strike, get extra damage. Wouldn't change anything. So take your lucky strike. There's no need to spend it into the damage. But that does hit him again. Ow. That does wear down his endurance. That's not good. He might get spooked. Not spooked. But that endurance is wearing down as more bullets are flying through the... Oh, wait. Might be reduced further.
We didn't determine where, right?
Well, that requires a critical hit anyway, which you didn't do enough damage for that to fire. Yeah, the truck did not save him at all from that damage. Corporal Martin.
I'm going to try to shoot at the enemy officer.
Okay. You gonna aim first or do something else with your fast action before you fire? You could get out of the vehicle if you wanted.
No, I'll just aim at him.
Okay.
Aiming gives me a +1 die.
Yes.
Okay.
Jesus.
Huh.
That's a hit. Roll damage, please.
Color me shocked. So how much does the single shot rifle do?
+2.
Since
1d10
I've
+2.
Thank you.
I'm trying. Test of my will, I tell you.
Sorry.
Test of my will.
Come on, D20. Oh, holy crap!
Give me another
Nice.
D10. Where'd you hit him?
Come on, 10 spot. Oh.
Right in the 3,
Right in
which
the
is his
3.
main body. Roll again. How bad was it?
Pretty bad.
7.
7. Torso. Excruciating pain. Reduced to 0 endurance. Don't worry, he was already there. And consumed by pain for multiple turns, minus any medical aid before normal healing can begin. So he cries out in pain and passes out almost immediately from from shock. So that hurt a lot. So the officer is out of the fight. Charlotte?
Nicely done.
Let me check something real quick.
I'm gonna test something real quick. Ignore this roll. There we go.
Okay, I will shoot the remaining guy. I just checked I have a clear
Oh yeah.
sight.
You wish to aim.
Yes, I will aim. And shoot.
That's a hit. Do you wish to push
Nice.
your luck?
I wish to push my luck, what?
Because if you get multiple 6s, you might do more damage. Or have more possibility, or get a lucky strike. But you do have a hit right now. If you do nothing, you will be doing damage.
I will just take it as it is.
D10, please. Let's see how. Roll your damage, rather.
It's
Sorry.
2 and 4.
4 is a
Save.
minor hit, unfortunately. But, oh, the truck might save him. It didn't. So he takes a minor bit of damage. He has a scary time in there as the bullet rattles around in the cabin. He's pretty scared. He might be scared in there. How scared is he? Not that scared.
That's fine. I want him to feel safe.
Machine gunner turns, almost opens up on this guy, and notices he's pointing in the same direction you guys are. But you know what? Nah, he'll shoot at the bad guy over there. Bang. I mean, there's a bad guy here too, but still. And Lieutenant didn't say to kill him, so he's not gonna yet.
I feel the impulse though.
Bang! Oh, that hits. Doesn't hit for very well, but that still gives him a nice, scary bedadang inside the vehicle. Oh god, that's scary. How scary is it? Not that scary. His patience is starting to get worn down. That's getting really bad. You know, there's a lot of people out there, and a lot of his friends have dropped. He could just run for it. Yeah. He's gonna dismount.
Run, you bitch.
And he has to do a nimble check because he's running across bad terrain. He succeeds. As he moves another 20 down. This guy's out of the fight. Goes to Weber. There's the temporary ally that is firing in the same direction as you guys are, and there is the guy who crawled out of the truck and is running away down the mountain betwixt trees and rocks and whatnot, scampering his way down for his life.
Which is this guy, right?
Guy up top, yeah.
Up here at the very edge. Yeah. Can I get a shot at him still?
He'll benefit from a lot of cover, but yes.
Okay, So let
And
me actually.
Range check. He is 47 meters away from you, so I think he's still within range of your weapon.
I think I'm gonna move out, roll under the truck, and come up in a kneeling firing position to take my quick action of 10-meter movement. And then let me check the range there, see what band I'm in. 38 range on the MP40 is 20, so that puts me in medium, I think.
Yep. So.
Or
yeah, you are at the -1 due to rage penalty.
okay.
You also will have a -1 because he's sprinting.
So -2 total.
Another -1 because of the trees.
-3 total.
Yep.
Okay, let me look at something real quick. Okay, so what was my total minus?
3.
-3. Okay, so I'm gonna just empty a clip at him, full auto, so that'll bring me up to a +1.
So you just empty your clip
Total.
completely. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it's +4, -3, +1. So, because I really don't particularly want this guy getting away if I can help it. Yep. Let's see what we can do. Well, that's a hit.
That's a hit. You wish to push your luck?
I don't think so. Ooh, it's not great damage though.
It's rather meager damage. As a minor hit, still shaves at him. Ow. He's still moving. He's still running. Whoops. I did to beat this 3. Is he suppressed? Still, he's running away, but still. Actually, no, that can mess with his major actions. It can make it harder for him to run away. He's suppressed. He's too big. He's. Oh wait. Does he take any damage? Because cover may have saved him. There's rocks and trees and. Well, you got the truck out of the way, so I'll just go rocks and trees. Rocks and trees did not help him. Yeah, no, he got hit. He got winged, and that wing was enough to spook him. So his next slow action's actually gone, as he's being shot at. He's too busy ducking and weaving, trying not to get hit. Your ally will
Yeah, get him, German guy.
take a knee. He aims.
He doesn't want tales told about what happened here either.
-3. So. Bang. He misses.
Mm.
It's really hard to get that shot off. No, Rachel Hornsby.
Oh well, there's still one guy left, so only logical target, right? What actually is there? Yeah, there is. Move, take a knee, and fire. That's about it.
You moved too far, sir. You only moved 10 meters.
Here?
That's approximately where I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Take a knee, fire for the guy.
-3 to your roll, because I believe. Well, actually, what's his range to you?
For
Oh, you don't have a penalty for range, because I think the rifles are like 50, yeah?
50,
Yeah.
yeah. So normal or?
Well, there's still a penalty of him fast moving 1 and obscured. So -2. So the -2 is still there.
Okay, we're rolling one dice. Hell yeah, let's go. Oh well, I'm not gonna push that. He got the message. I'll, bolt and reload after he's gone.
Corporal Martin.
All right. The guy running still has -3 worth of cover.
-2 worth of cover alone.
You know what? I'm gonna spend my lucky strike, or one of my lucky strikes,
Mm-hmm.
to give me +2.
Oh, what are you firing again? A rifle or SMG?
Rifle.
So he is in your second range, so that's a -3 total for you, just so you know.
-3 even after spending the lucky strike?
That'd be -1.
Okay. I will take that.
Oh, you threw it down. I see it.
Yeah.
You wish to push your luck.
Yes.
Bang, as the bullets whiz through the trees and betwixt rocks. Well, enjoy your foobar.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was worth a try.
Charlotte.
So he's at a -2, -3 because he's moving.
-1 because of he's hard to see. -1 again because he's running. So -2 for that alone.
Okay, then I would like to aim.
And
He's in my range.
he is in your range. Yep.
It's close, but let's try it. I will push that.
Very good.
No!
Enjoy your foobar.
Gosh damn it! Should have run. Could have made it to him. Nearly.
Machine gunner. I will. Fortunately, he doesn't. Oh, he does have. He has an SMG, so he'll move up a little bit. He'll full auto the rest of his ammo away. Desperately trying to kill this guy. Basically has the same dice as you did, I think.
SMG gets +4 full auto.
4 -3, so +1, so bah. He hit.
Ah! Get him!
Please.
4, 5. That's some
Slightly
damage.
more damage than he made before.
And did the cover help him at all? It did. So before, I was gonna do. Wrong thing. That was gonna be a minor hit, and the cover of rocks and trees is able to soak that hit. The guy actually takes no damage. Just by sheer luck. And this guy is going to sprint. He's going to go... Actually, he has to roll to see... Actually, no, he can't sprint. He can only normal move. He's still...
Yeah, you can just... It's 10 meters.
The move is 10 meters, so a little bit down as he's ducking from cover to cover, trying not to get shot. He has not... I will not call Flare Escape for him until he disappears into the darkness. That's when he basically becomes... He becomes out of view. He's moving too slow to get where he wants to go. His suppression effect has now gone away. Lieutenant Weber. I will say his cover is even better now because he's gotten a little bit further down. He has a big old rock in his way.
Here, where's my thing? There it is. Okay, if I use my slow and fast action, looks like I can get to there. And then I can roll to sprint further, right?
Right.
Okay. I think that's about right.
Okay. I'm going to need you to give me nimble out of the... Actually, no. It'll be nimble instead of calisthenics because you're going through difficult terrain. That's the difference.
Okay, so what am I rolling for here? The sprint?
Yep.
To add on? Okay, yeah.
Yep. In retrospect, I should have given him more movement, but oh well. You get to move an extra 4 meters.
Oops. Which would put me... Ah.
4 meters, so about like this.
Yeah, so about there. What's that? Those rocks are definitely between me and him. It's worth it to get a little closer.
think. I will say if he
Okay.
does, if he runs into the darkness and you follow after him in the same round, I'll consider you on his heels chasing him, basically.
Okay.
Goes to your ally, more or less. You could just shoot this guy, but there's people here. He'll aim and take the shot, because why not? Bang. He's not fast moving anymore, so that's good. Just firing through all the cover in the world right now. I think he loses some for range, doesn't he? He does, yes. Oh, come here. Boop. Is it just boop? Is it boop boop? Boop or boop boop? Boop. I was right the first time. Bang. Hits. How badly?
Nice.
Very badly.
Oh.
That's a crit, unless the cover saves this guy, which it might. It pulls it from a crit. It actually pulls it down to a moderate hit, which may still drop him anyway. What's your health? Well. You hear as you're running after him, Carl, you're running. You hear the crack of a Mauser behind you as it's flitting through the trees. You hear it splinter some wood. You see it spark some of the rock ahead of you, and it just catches the guy off the side of his helmet, and he spins and tumbles, and just flops to the ground unconscious.
All right. Well, I'm close enough anyway. I'll go and grab his grenades and ammo or whatever.
He has.
And then make my way back.
I'll tell you what he has in a moment. Let's set the music here. That's the time. He has your mama. No, he has. Yeah, because that's very period appropriate. Your mama jokes. Very 1940s. Your mama wore army boots. That's still too current, actually, I think. I think it's like 50s when they started saying that joke. Click. So yeah, this guy did have a Mauser, and he had the M24 grenade. Did he have more than one grenade? He did not. Did he have more than one bit of ammo? He did not.
Okay, Roll20 is doing something weird with my character sheet, so I'm going to log off the game and log back on.
Roger. You have one truck still running and a bunch of 2 trucks that are wrecked. And one SS rifleman who is looking around rather suspiciously. The machine gunner looks like, unless a command roll is done, he's about to kill this guy. He turns to basically just shoot him.
Let's try the command roll. This guy's helped us out. Maybe we can turn a Gundam. Okay, roll 20. Every time I... Okay. Why is that popped out? Okay. So I can do the roll. Unfortunately, every time I flip over to the thing that shows what the results of the roll is, it closes my character sheet. So I'm going to do the command roll.
Oh, okay.
It's not a success.
Like the push.
So yeah, might as well. Let me open up the character sheet again.
It's a feature, not a bug.
It's something.
Oh yeah, you succeed.
Well, there's a hit. Okay. Now let me try this again. I don't know what is going on all of a sudden.
You shot him down does not kill the guy. Yeah. As Weber starts picking his way back up the mountain.
Yep. Let me get any SMG mags the officer had since I ran through one of mine.
You get at least one for sure. Get more.
Yeah,
Do not.
look for the ones that have Mausers if they have still.
They would
I
have
will
one.
reload my Lee Enfield because I'm out, and I still have like I think 3 stripper clips left, so I'm okay.
You find 2 Mausers, each with 1 clip at least. Neither of them
I'll
had
hand
extra
over-
ammo beyond what they had.
So,
And now I'll hand over the ammo and
Martin has a Mauser as well at the moment. Right?
Say again, sorry?
Martin has a Mauser as well at the moment, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many clips do you still have?
I think there was. I had 1 spare when I retrieved it, so I fired 3 shots so far.
Okay, then you can take the 2 clips.
Okay.
I have way more than you from the other guys.
Oh god, trees are actually supposed to give way more cover dice. Oh well. And also reflecting back, light cover, feel free to remind me of this later. When you shoot something that's light cover, the cover rolls its cover dice, and it takes... If it actually, like, if it actually does stop the shot, it takes its HP and damage, as it were. So light stuff only has, like, 1 HP. So once it loses its HP, it stops being cover. So when you shoot up trucks, for example, the cover basically can stop some of the shot, and then it immediately stops being helpful.
it ablates. Okay.
Yep. As opposed to like trees and tank hull where it will ablate. It will ablate, and will have way more HP because it can survive major hits. So, oh well. So the SS rifleman kind of looks around as you guys loot his fallen comrades. He hangs onto his rifle. He kind of looks around, but he's kind of at a, you know.
Carl will walk up to him and say in German, "Looks like you have a choice, friend."
What choice is that? Hello, Loki TV. Hi. He didn't say that. That's me saying it in chat.
Right. Well, you have a range of options. You can walk away now, although not towards the encampment below, and preferably not towards the encampment above. You can take what food and supplies you have and make your way cross country home or wherever that isn't around here. You can join up with us and maybe make up for that uniform you wear and all the things you had to do while wearing it. Or you can be put in a shallow mountain grave.
Which option is Weber trying to get this guy to do? Changes how difficult it is, is why I ask.
I wouldn't mind having another ally and another rifleman, but I'm not sure exactly how loyal this guy would be. But the flip side of that is he's, if he gets captured with a bunch of allied guys and, he is who he is, the SS is going to ask some very pointed questions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, ideally I wouldn't mind another ally, but I don't want him if he's not going to be pretty reliable, in which case I would revert to wanting him to just walk away.
Give me insight roll to get a measure of the man first.
Okie dokie. Insight is not great. What did I roll? I can't see it.
You got 2
You
successes.
I'll take the lucky strike then.
You can take the lucky strike or maybe modify what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
So the initial response I was going to give you is that he is mercenary in his goals. He joined up. I mean, he got all the way into SS by genetics and good standing.
Right.
Not actual particular merit, but he got there and he got put on this. So he is as loyal as you're willing to reward him and make it worth his time and while. And so in that sense, you would get the feeling that he is, he's as loyal as he thinks it's beneficial to him for him to be loyal.
Okay.
So he was flaky even for the other guys. So that's why he probably got in trouble. That's probably why he was just a rifleman. He didn't get up in the ranks.
Right.
You can either take your lucky strike, or you may find something else that may motivate him to be more loyal to you, and I can reveal what that is to you.
Sure. I'll spend the extra hit for that.
You get the feeling that he is a person who values, of all the things that would buy his loyalty reliably, if he were promised a prestige and recognition, and also probably absolvation of his service before, that would get him. If you promise him that. Because if you promise him money, he'd be loyal, but only as loyal as you had money. If you promised him beer, he would follow you for as long as you had beer, that sort of thing. But if you promise him, no,
Right.
when the war's over, we get back, we're gonna put a medal on you. We're gonna give you a commendation or something like that. We're gonna recognize you as you have to pump him up as a bit of a hero. Whether you want to do that or not, it's up to you.
I don't think he has all that much to offer, so I'm gonna just try and convince him to walk on, and not tell anybody about what happened today, and just sort of desert.
You can give me a straight persuasion roll. This won't be that hard. This is straight. Well, it's not easy, but it's not harder. Getting him to join you is a bit hard if you try to sell him on something he doesn't like.
Can we help him with that?
You could assist, yeah. Give him an extra die.
Yeah,
Okey-dokey.
I'd be
Charles,
like something
better
like
not say
do
anything.
something really do something for the fatherland for once, and walk away.
I don't know why I rolled insight there, but
Yeah.
That would
One success
actually
on
have-
persuasion. That's a success.
There's 2 successes.
No.
Let's see, how many dice was that?
You
What?
have out of date information.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, here we are. Okay, yes, 1 success. Okay, that's good.
Would you like to push your luck to try to get more?
I don't think so.
He looks around at the group of you, and in German says, "This war, I think, is about over. I see no reason to get myself killed for nothing. So, whatever it is you're doing, I simply just don't care anymore."
I think that's an excellent attitude to have.
There's a look of, as he looks at Charlotte, a slight look of, I don't know who that is, and then he stops caring and goes to leave.
Oh, what's the plan now, Lieutenant?
Sorry, I'm still wrestling with my character sheet.
And now we know one way Alexandria learns about the Lady of the Future learns about what's going on, because there's some diary she's gonna find of this one German guy who admits in his old age, as on his deathbed, he was an SS soldier, and he encountered Wisteria. Well, he didn't know Wisteria, but he talked. Oh, I met some guy who looked like this, and some people who looked like that, in this truck battle that happened around here. It's like, you didn't know who you ran into. Just you could be partisans. Well, actually, you're likely Allied spies, because you didn't speak Russian. So probably allies.
Yeah. Right. Well, I think this is an excellent opportunity to.
Oh, actually, before I forget. Nah, I'll leave it alone. Nah, I'll leave it alone. Carry on. Sorry.
Well, I think we've got one truck that will still run. It's a great opportunity to destroy this bioweapon, since we've got some grenades.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yes.
All right, Martin, can you hook it up?
Weber,
Now,
I'm going to take one of your food bar from you.
Oh, dear.
great.
I'm going to tell you something.
Oh no! Don't tell me nothing.
You are aware that a sample is fine, but a lot of gas canisters, that would get you a fine medal.
Yeah, but how am I going to get a truckload of gas canisters 125 kilometers back to the Allied lines, where last I knew they were kind of stalled out on the Rhine?
Well, the Soviets could pay you a lot for it. I mean, they
yeah.
are on your side, supposedly.
Weber is unconvinced. The Soviets really needs to have too much about this gas. I'm way more interested in getting rid of the gas, and if I can, grabbing the papers associated with it, which we think is down below.
Very well.
So that is not really a temptation that motivates Carl very much. I have already had 2 vehicles in this campaign shot out from under me. I don't trust driving around in vehicles.
Give me guts, Lieutenant. Let's see if this refusal of glory is gonna affect your morale at all. Because it's the right thing to do, and you believe in it, but does it sting or not?
It doesn't sting too much.
It doesn't sting, no. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's the right thing. You're okay with this.
Yeah,
you can live with
trying
this.
to do that would get us. I think trying to do that would get us all killed. Now, I wouldn't mind if we could figure out some way to take an additional sample or two, so we're not just riding everything on the one. All right. So here, I think, are our options. We blow it all up, and then we hike down the mountain, see if we can't sneak in, grab some more papers, maybe kill the doc in charge of all this. Or we blow up 2 trucks worth, maybe empty out the canisters of another, or keep canisters of another, and make like we're the surviving truck coming down from the base.
If you think your German can hold you up down there, then perhaps yes. I'd like to check, perhaps, LT, if it's a good idea, if they had any radios in those other cars, perhaps they could have gotten something out. If they have, we'd be in a hell of a different situation.
Good call.
Hey Nigel, these look like UK trucks. Those look like you could murder a bunch of your fellow British. You might want to take a pill. Otherwise, I'm gonna give you a roll.
I will take a pill.
Wash your
Down
face.
to 67, yes, and I'll take a canteen off one of these guys and splash it all over my face and my hands.
Oh.
Yeah, that might be something to check if they have any rations or anything. Because hiking down the mountain will take us a while.
And maybe they have an antidote to whatever the heck is in these things.
It's not a problem.
Alright, so, searching for items. What is the first thing you guys want to look for?
Radio.
Radio, you say? One moment, please. As you pick your way through the trucks and try to find if they had any, and if they did, find ones that work, because during all this battling and shooting, radios were finicky equipment even at the time on the best of days. Bullets and high-speed chases are not good for the long-term operation of rather straightforward, shall we say, primitive electronics.
Primitive, you say? By God, sir.
Excuse me, I'll hold this computer in my hand. Radio, there we go. Radio set. I need a survival check. You need at least 3 Oh, sorry. You need 4 successes to find one. That works.
Can I get an assist from
Yeah.
my buddy?
Of course.
Okay. Thank you, buddy. Then there may actually be a chance.
My buddy, wherever he goes,
Well,
I go.
Would you like to push your luck,
well,
sir?
our friendship
With-
sucks so much.
With a lucky strike, I will push my luck.
Like 3-1-2-1-2-1-2 much.
Aha! It's not a fail, but it's well, it's a
Oh,
full
wait.
bar anyway. But
Oh, it's still a fail, sir. You need 4 successes.
oh yeah, I know.
And enjoy your food bar. You look around, you'll find like a radio among the trucks, but it's damaged. This thing's useless.
I'll shout over. No joy, LT. It seems like all of them were destroyed.
That's actually probably a good thing for us.
Yeah.
I agree. I just don't know if they got destroyed before or after, things happened.
I mean, I think we caught them off guard a bit, so.
Yeah, I should hope so. Well, in any case, yeah, no radios.
What else are you all searching for among the wrecks?
Food.
Food, you say? Rations.
And I would be looking for an antidote.
Yeah, antidote.
Which would you like to resolve first?
Charlotte spoke first, so do the food.
Food? I need a survival check. You need at least 2 successes.
Okay, can I have an assist from my buddy?
Yes, of course you may, buddy.
Look at me go, 2-1. I can't roll more than 1 success on something.
Would you like to push your luck?
No.
Search for rations.
No, honestly,
Oh.
push it, honestly, but
But
because
I don't want to give you more ammo to fuck me later.
I mean, fair. Okay, you're
Oh
fine.
no, that's out of character. I will push my luck.
Not the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, that's the only food bar.
There you go. Yeah, you
I
try
can't
to whatever
like-
rations are there are scattered. You find like a bit of pickled lettuce here or there, but nothing that would keep you full for any amount of time.
Some sauerkraut smushed on the front window.
Hey, I found it. It's right there on the window. Don't think you want to eat it. Kind of full of glass. I believe a cure is being looked for. An antidote, possibly.
Yes.
I will
How's your
call.
survival?
I will call that 5 successes required.
Good grief.
That is
My
incredible.
survival, I'm rolling 5 dice base.
Let me see what I've got. Yeah, you've got that, so I'll assist to give you the extra 2.
Okay. One moment.
Probably go over to the main things. Anywhere it's in the officer's truck. It's 2. Do you wish to push your luck?
I do, and I will spend my remaining lucky strike to re-roll that one.
Okay.
Yeah. And I tossed it down.
Gotcha.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more dice. D6. Roll.
As 3 successes, enjoy your foobar.
Shice. Oh.
Worth
Yeah,
a shot.
you search around. They weren't the ones who were carrying the cure, it seems. It's probably with the doctor,
Okay.
you'd presume. If there is any.
No luck.
So, are we planning to try and take the one truck down and bluff our way through, or are we going to try just blow everything up and try and sneak in and do what we need to do down below?
I mean, I think we have a better chance on finding that guy that we should meet in the city when we go in there, like a little bit covertly, and if we have the truck, we won't be covertly.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, I've already made contact with his organization, supposedly. But yeah, okay. So we're going to take one truck. So are we going to keep the gas that's in the canisters in the one truck and go? I think we kind of have to if we're kind of using that as cover. And then we're going to have to destroy that before we leave the town or whatever to our list.
Okay, so you're really sure you want to? You can bluff our way through that?
The man was
Sure,
born to
no.
lie.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I do have Born to Lie, but am I sure? No, because I don't know if I'm going to roll a 6 or not, or if they're going to roll 3 and I'm going to roll 1.
Well, I like if we come without the stuff, then
Right.
it's going to be suspicious because then it means we all had masks on when they started shooting, but we didn't know that someone would start shooting. And if we take the gas to them, then they still have it.
Right. So, I mean, if what I'm saying is if we don't take the truck down, we're probably going to need to like kind of hike down the mountain, work our way around the town, and look to try and find a way where we can infiltrate the town at night or something and be more sneak than anything else. It probably will require more. I mean, I don't know. There was a lot of SS in the town. We do have SS uniforms. So, you know, depending, we could like blend in fairly well as long as we don't get stopped and asked too many questions. But I mean, they'll ask us a bunch of questions about the ambush too. So it's just which way do you guys want to play this? I think there are advantages to both ways and there are disadvantages to both ways. Faux show.
What if we so one thing I would be concerned about is not all of us speak German.
Right.
And what if they try to question those of us who don't speak German?
Right.
I'm still wearing the uniform of the SS. Or rather, the
Actually, you're in a British
research
uniform. No, they put you in a.
They put me in a
yours was
German
all-
and a Kraut uniform, yeah.
Yeah, yours was all messed up. So it sounds to me like we're thinking more like blow all the gas here and the trucks, and then hike down the mountain and do our best to infiltrate, sneaky on foot. Is that where we're at?
That
Because-
seems to be where we're at.
Because we have the doctor, it'd be good to get rid of, and also like we think that file cabinet of summer notes. I think that was the season. Which we believe has more of the notes on the actual process of making it and what this stuff actually is and does, so that maybe we could grab that information and bring back with us. Because that's the only really reason we're terribly concerned about what's going on in the town.
Yeah.
So Yeah, okay, that it's fine. It's fine with me. I'm all for blowing the gas and blowing all these trucks. As long as we're sure we found everything of use, but let's definitely.
I'll also highlight to you that of all the people you've downed, none of them are dead. They're all
Yeah, I would go through them and like
You
end
have to
them
fail those
with a
empathy
knife.
rolls.
yeah. 1 second. Yeah, because there is. If you are going around executing people, you will need to do a check to perform that action.
Yeah, yeah, you have to fail an empathy roll to execute a helpless.
Which the good thing is for her, her empathy is garbage. So
No, my empathy is okay. My persuasion is garbage.
so you might
Because
Oh.
I have the -3 on persuasion especially, and I only have empathy on 3. So when I roll persuasion, I don't have dice left.
So who's the first person you try to execute?
And
This
I'll try if
fucker.
you fail.
Yeah, this officer fucker guy there.
Give me empathy.
This is where we're gonna just roll. Like,
Now I have successes. What?
Right. Yep, knew it.
Would you like to push your luck?
I
Otherwise,
mean,
you're
I
about to
can
not
only
shoot.
have. I mean, I would give the Fuber straight to you. So
You would, yeah.
look at me. That guy dies.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Charlotte very cold-heartedly, with a unshaken resolve, as this guy, I think this is the guy who got fingers blown away. No, he got
No, that was the guy down here.
Right. The officer's in there, kind of dazed and confused. You open up the cabin, and he is executed where he
No
sits.
longer dazed and confused.
Who is next?
I'll try to kill somebody.
I whisper sweet communist lullabies in his ear.
Now I'm very empathetic. All of a sudden.
Would you like to push your luck? You'd only have to roll 2 dice.
Oh sure, why not? Let's all have a foo bar before it's over.
Unfortunately, you can't bring yourself to do it.
Well.
You still maintain your humanity.
If you don't mind, please, I'll patch up his wounds and at least stop the bleeding, so maybe he'll live to see another day.
Why would you want that to happen?
Because even though they're the enemy, we're still bound by a code. Or were you all snoozing when they thought that up?
What code do we have out here, Lieutenant? We're sneaking around doing spy stuff, killing people. Well, we're supposed to be all
And not to
proper
mention-
about
Sorry,
it now?
Sorry,
Without-
my English is terrible, and they didn't give it to me in German.
Without that code, Corporal, you and I would be nothing more than animals.
Animals, we're not the ones
Oh.
gassing people with this weird flower stuff and snorting whatever the hell it is you're snorting all this time.
He's not wrong.
He is just a soldier, just like you, and he is following orders, just like you are. Or am I misunderstanding something here, Corporal?
These are not normal soldiers.
He's an SS. He's an SS son of a bitch. I don't give a shit if they bleed to death.
He's
Maybe-
already lost 4 fingers. What can he possibly do?
Talk.
Then let me do it. I'll at least give him a dose so you don't have to kill him like some butcher. I'll make him fall asleep, just more peacefully.
Nigel, I'm going to take a bar from you. Because you splash water at yourself, I won't make you have another hallucination because you have adequately dealt with your symptoms, so that won't happen for a while. However, there is a very angry, depressed, self-hating corporal behind you with a loaded weapon and your back turned to him. Give me insight.
Coming up. I get a lucky strike.
Yep. You actually two things you can do here. You can either take the lucky strike, or you may have swayed the corp. The initial success would be that you see that he looks like he's going to shoot you, so you could turn and try to talk him down or order him to stop. Or you can get the extra success and have it such that he thinks that, but in the haze of he realizes in that he has a brief moment of clarity of, you know what, I'm just lashing out. It isn't really about you. It's about him. He's really just mad that he isn't doing a lot better than he is. He's mad that his friend's dead. And you're just the foreign officer, and he's trying to lash out at you. So he might just stop on his own.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Yeah, you just kind of... Martin, you see you see for a moment him kind of, like, looking at his weapon and looking at Hornsby, and then he just kind of...
There's a gun pointed to him. He just thinks about it.
Yeah, looks over at Charlotte and just kind of nod, like, yeah, that was smart. That was the right call.
Now, let me put him out of his misery. He doesn't deserve... Perhaps not all of them deserve a bullet.
I was going to use my knife, but okay.
I'll give him a dose of morphine.
I require
and...
empathy roll,
yes.
please.
Yeah.
You can't do it. You'd have to push your luck
I
to
can't.
fail. You can't kill an unarmed person.
I'm not killing him. I'm
are.
making his pain slightly lesser.
That you may believe that and trick yourself into that. Hornsby doesn't believe that for a second. That is a man.
Okay,
he's
but
going to kill.
these guys don't know jack fuck all about medicine. I'm giving him morphine to dull the pain, not kill him.
Oh, I thought you were trying to kill. I thought you were lessening his pain. Wink, wink.
He's running a fade on us, is what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, it's an opposed roll, I suppose, because you're faking it. Sorry, I misunderstood your intentions. My mistake.
I should have voiced them more clearly. My apologies.
I bought it. I was like, oh yeah, you're just gonna take care of him. Wink. No. I'm taking care of him. Wink. What wink are you doing? You know, the wink.
Wink. Hootie winks.
I require a medical aid roll from you, Hornsby. I require insight roll from anyone. Actually, I require medical aid from someone else if they want to see through Hornsby's deception.
Yeah, I trust my body, and also I'm really angry, and I can't think of someone being like, I will save them, so I won't even roll. Because I trust him so much.
Aw.
He will never betray me, right?
Of course
I'll
not.
roll for the machine gunner. It's medical sympathy's not great.
Oh, God.
The machine gunner saw through it.
I'm gonna push mine. I'm gonna push mine with a dice less, so hopefully I'll get more.
Someone.
Okay, beat that.
Okay, so guys,
Fine.
so if you want to see through deception, you need to get at least 5 hits.
Successes.
So I don't know if you want to bother rolling that or not, folks. I know the machine gunner can't do any better than 3 dice. So
That was
I
just
also
funny
can't.
that he had this little glimpse of how a body works. But
Weber,
it still wasn't enough.
Weber, any attempt on that, or are you gonna be deceived?
I don't think there's any way I can.
Do you even have enough dice?
We're
to do
rolling
it?
opposed insight. Yeah, I don't even think I have enough dice to do it.
Opposed medical tech, a lot worse.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'll roll it on the off chance. Just
I will go
'cause
see if I can kill this guy up here, though. Maybe I'd like him less. He made me run.
You succeeded. You can't kill that guy, girl. Oh, sorry, I got that backwards. Sorry, I jumped the gun.
Carl is
Martin did not
absolutely-
see through it unless you want to push your luck.
No.
Okay.
No, I've already got good 2 Fubars. I'm good.
I think Carl just gave him a good
Bang.
kick off of the mountain.
Yep, Carl just slit his throat.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. That guy is dead. This
Well,
guy
that one's
is
already
dead
dead.
too. Cough.
And quickly, while Carl is off doing his thing, I don't know, can I take like a lighter or something and just try and like sear the wounds on his fingers so they don't bleed? You know, cauterize them with all these successes that I have.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. You have a ton of successes.
And
Yeah,
can I get
so
a lucky strike too?
the machine gunner watches, kind of steps forward, and you notice he's not mad. He's just staring at this doctor, thinking it's a look of horror.
Horror.
Of like, because he looks like he injected him, and then for no reason he can understand, took a lighter to the guy's wounds and is burning his hand a bit. And you know what? He would ask, but he's scared to ask. So he's going to leave that alone. And he's not even going to mention it to anybody.
Monster.
That's scary as hell. In fact, I'm going to do a gut throw for the man. That's scary. You know what? He'll have nightmares later. For now, he'll be all right. That's just God. Nigel's apparently a lot scarier than he thinks he is. Even though Nigel's trying to be nice, but he doesn't know that. We're scared of you now.
Is the guy gonna be good or okay
I mean,
at least?
he needs a hospital, but you get the feeling. I won't even make a roll for this. You know that someone's gonna go out and find this guy. It might be a local, it might be a soldier. There's a camp up top. They're gonna be wondering where they went. He's gonna be found eventually, or he might wake up on his own and limp his way to help. It's not great. He needs the only way to get real treatment is a hospital, and that's just not with. You'd have to drive him to one to really get him to full
Oh
health.
gosh, now I feel kind of bad for
Is there a roll? Do you have to fail an empathy roll to cripple a guy?
I'll say yes.
Okay.
Just for my
My
own
thought in the
sense
beginning
of
was
self-worth.
My thought
I
in
mean,
the beginning was to get rid of the bodies by blowing them up with them.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
I think we definitely do that with the bodies, the dead
Yeah.
people we throw in the trucks and
The
blow
ones
them up.
the ones are dead.
Yeah. This guy theoretically is dead, so I wouldn't see any reason to check. I was just thinking, like, we could cut his Achilles tendon.
Like so you. I want to follow your logic here, so help me. So you guys have mercilessly murdered three unarmed men, and then the fourth one you're going to teach him a lesson and cut his Achilles tendon instead.
No, I just realized I was saying that, but I think that Hornsby has killed this last remaining guy.
There's one guy left. There's one guy left who's not dead.
Who, the officer?
No.
No, the officer
guy who's
lives,
purple?
but there's Hornsby standing next to two guys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the purple guy's the morphine guy. He's, I think, dead.
Yeah.
Okay, and I tried to kill this guy earlier, but couldn't bring myself to, so I don't think I can try on him again.
Oh no, the one you tried to kill is this guy here. You haven't tried to kill this guy.
Well, then I'll
yet.
try and kill this other guy. I'm gonna have to pick up like killer with some of my experience points, obviously.
Sure.
Yep, kill him.
Okay.
Yep, slit his throat, toss him in the back of a truck.
You move to do that with the fourth guy as well?
I think he's dead, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll toss him in the truck. Yeah.
You see, yeah, Hornsby, you notice they're piling them up all in the same truck.
Hang on. Might want to keep this one away.
Why?
The morphine's kicking in still. There might be a chance that he won't die as well if you put him in there.
Well, I mean, we're not going to set it off immediately. I'm sure Harper can rig up some sort of timer, and besides, if the morphine doesn't take him all the way down, he'll be out of pain enough where he won't feel the explosion. So it'll be fine.
He's my kill. I get to decide.
So you
Yeah,
want to
I'm your
give him
superior
British
officer,
funeral?
Hornsby. Back off.
And what if I don't?
I
Well,
Are you going to beat
require
me up?
command versus guts here.
Who's rolling what?
Nigel, you're rolling guts. Weber, you're rolling command.
Run!
Just in case, I aim for a machine gunner. I don't trust that guy one bit.
I got 1 so far.
By the way, GM, can I get a lucky strike from that medical roll I did earlier?
Oh yeah, you got at least 1 easily. But you can
I'll
only get 1
spend
at
it
a time.
immediately.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll spend it immediately.
give yourself 2 dice. Uh,
Hi,
yeah,
so I don't know who.
it goes. The active person fails to do what they want, so you'd have to push to succeed here, Weber.
Okay. So I will, which is re-rolling 7. I have to type it in. Okay. Total of 3 hits.
Hornsby, you
Okay,
need
I'm
to
gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
push. Have your food bar.
Nope.
I mean, you can put up a front, and you can passively resist to a degree, but you get the feeling that this is your superior. You're a soldier and an officer. Unless you're gonna go rogue here, or you stop taking those pills, you're gonna back off here.
Okay, consider the following at least. You want to make a big spectacle, and then you want to go down into the village. Hide them in the fucking woods so they don't see them on the burning vehicle. Why make a whole show of going down into the village if we're just going to do this?
Well, we're sneaking down to the village. We're doing this to destroy all the gas, and we might as well destroy the bodies too. Makes it harder for them to figure out exactly what happened here.
If you destroy the gas canister, that'll be enough. We don't need to do this with the corpses. This is just defilement.
Machine Gunner looks at you, Weber, and looks at Charlotte, and looks at Weber. Like he's getting
I
very
gotta give
antsy.
a slight head shake for him.
He relaxes a bit. He looks at Charlotte,
Yeah.
and he just shrugs at you like, I get it. Like he isn't offended by what you're doing anymore.
We're making a whole show and dance of being friends, or trying to be friends with the people in the village, and yet, when the patrol comes up, they're going to see all this, and what are they going to do? They're going to radio down there and tell them what happened, and then we're in the shit. If we destroy the canisters and hide the corpses, at least they'll have to look around for a while.
Harper, rig the trucks. We are not going down there. We're not going down there all high. Here we are. We're SS people. We're going to sneak into the town. Remember? Them being distracted by big hubbubaloo up here and investigating is all to the good.
You are making a mistake.
Well, you can feel free to post your protest when we get back to London. And you didn't seem to have any problem with the other 3 bodies. What's the deal with this one?
Hornsby, you suffer 2 endurance.
I go down in that case.
In that case, you don't. You're basically out of the scene as the shock of what's happened, what you're seeing, what you tried. The fact you were trying to save this poor man. It's just right now you just don't have it in you. You need time to rest. You need to catch your breath. This is too much. All too much.
Yep.
Let's rig the trucks and start working our way down the mountain. Harper, do you think you can use something in the trucks to rig some sort of timer on the grenades?
I will look around to see. Then I will say as well, we're going to want to get the hell out of here quickly once it goes off, because
Understood.
I doubt even a war going on will make an explosion not attract attention.
Yeah, understood. But if you can get us time to put a little distance between us and them, even better.
Yes. So yeah, I'm looking around for something to make timers.
Survival. You need at least one success to find a clock and some wire.
Okay. Are you gonna help me out, Weber?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Help me find a clock.
Find a clock and some wire.
While they are looking for that,
Mm-hmm.
I feel kind of bad because it was kind of like he was really adamant about it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to sneak that guy out of the pit?
You would have to do a infiltrate against Weber.
Shit, that guy is watching.
Yep.
Machine gunner will rat me out, that bitch.
Just leave it. I'm puking my guts out somewhere.
Yeah, I will just stay with you.
Hold my hair.
Yeah, I hold your hair.
Isn't it short?
Shut up.
The gesture is what counts, okay?
That's what buddies do.
That's grim.
I hold my hair while he's puking, okay?
Okay.
Lovely. Right. So, you do have a timer, you do have some wire. You monster. What are you doing with it?
I'm going to try to rig it to blow after a delay.
What are you rigging to blow?
AIDS.
Yes.
So you're going to set up some grenades and try to make a makeshift way to blow up the truck, basically?
Yeah. Though I'll need to get grenades from others because I am out myself.
We need, I think, to blow up all 3 trucks, though, don't we? To blow the gas canisters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least we could park them close together, and then if the explosion causes fire, it might spread to the others and just burn them.
Machine gunner pipes up. Martin, how are we gonna move those trucks? He points to the other 2, that one that's flipped over and stuck somewhat down the mountain, and the other one that has is smoking and leaking carburetor fluid onto the ground. These 2 trucks will not move for nothing unless you literally push them and haul them.
Yeah, never mind. Well, if the remaining truck has a ratchet strap, maybe we could tow the others over.
I mean, if we possibly... Would you really need 3 timers, or just, can you wire them kind of together, or is that too far? I mean, that's a long wire. No, shit.
Well,
Is there any way you could, use engine parts to rig some sort of mechanical timer?
Timer's not the issue. You just have it's amount of explosives. It's the difference between setting up, because as it is now, you'd have to set up 3 different explosives.
Right. Well, about how many grenades does Harper think it would take to thoroughly destroy the tanks?
I mean, we could at least put the gas cans here with that truck, and then damage the others further by head, basically.
Well, I mean, but my whole deal is we're not trying to destroy the truck so much as we're trying to destroy the tanks, and each of the trucks is loaded with tanks. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal to Weber if the trucks survive.
But then why don't we just move the tanks over together and blow them up?
That's also an option.
If you wish to go,
Yeah, we put the
go ahead. Sorry.
we put the tanks together. I would say, like, we unload the trucks and try to load up that one thing.
Well,
Load
we
that
can,
up and maybe slash the tires of the others.
like we
just
can
so they
we can move this truck and back it up right next to, so these are back to back or side to side or whatever works better, and we can move this one as we need to. The only one we really need to unload is this one, because this one I figure we can move and you could rig grenades to blow both of those, because it'll be right beside it.
Yeah.
So how would we get it to move is the question.
Oh, this one still runs.
It's banged up to hell, but it
Yeah,
can
but I
move.
mean, it runs enough where we could back it to wherever
Yeah.
we want to put it over here. It's this one that doesn't move, so this is the one we would need to unload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's try it.
Also,
And I mean, as
for future
far as-
reminder, I totally think Hornsby earned an XP for acting with compassion and getting a negative for it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Oh,
100%.
I'm aware of this. Yes.
Yep. I'm saying that
100%.
aloud to remind myself. I was like, oh wait, that's totally within Hornsby's character. It's the first time he's been passionately compassionate.
I mean, it's also theoretically possible that we can very carefully use this truck, like butt it up against this one. This one gets pushed in neutral, and we use that truck to slowly push them all together over here. Because I think this truck is still capable of being put in neutral. It just won't drive, and then you just have somebody in the cab turning the wheel.
The gases, they're restrained with straps, right?
Yep.
They're not just.
Well,
So why don't we use the straps
these
as a
ones
tool?
are. These ones are basically all flopped around and stuff because the truck tipped and
Yeah.
flipped over.
And I mean,
Why don't we use the straps from the wrecked truck as tow ropes.
yeah.
Um,
And I mean, the flip side also is
Ah.
if making timers aren't the issue, could we accomplish it by just rigging the grenades to the gas tanks of each of the three trucks? And so that blows, and then all three trucks blow with the tanks.
Any options ahead of you, folks? What are you doing?
I would suggest we move the trucks together, just
Okay.
because it'll make it easier.
Sounds good.
Fewer sets that I have to make means fewer points of failure. So
Well, and Hornsby, while we're doing this, if you want to bury your bodies, go ahead.
Oh, I'm out of the scene.
I will do
remember?
it. You
yeah.
can. He vomits. I get them away into the forest.
well. As we're getting that set up, I'll kind of, as we
And,
pass, I'll kind of
uh,
awkwardly clasp Nigel on the shoulder.
I'm gonna take some food bars away from a certain Charlotte.
Like,
You want all two of them?
Yep. Those two foobar, as you're putting them out into the woods, and you're starting to get ready to bury them, you feel the purple one. You see him twitch.
Yeah.
And maybe that was maybe he's maybe it's taking a while for the morphine to kick in, or maybe that guy's not dead. You're not entirely sure, but he's of all the bodies, he's the one who's still moving a tiny bit. That guy might still be alive.
I feel so torn between my wish for all of them to die and the fact that I was ordered to have them killed.
Oh, remember
And I
what I
hate
told you earlier?
orders.
Remember what I told you earlier? He'll take some time. I did try to sell that lie as well.
Yeah, true. And I am really not empathetic, so.
You're gonna try to bury this guy who's possibly alive. Alive?
I mean,
That's hardcore, yo.
These guys
I'm
are
thinking,
buried. Those
like,
those 3 are dead.
I
So don't worry
think
about that.
I will bury the 3 and I will hide that one like in a bush so that I don't have to kind of bury it because I'm not sure. And it's like I'm torn between my okay, maybe he will die out here if he's still alive just from being here. And also I really didn't like the tone of that order.
It sounded very German, to put it that way. Very. He may be taken to that uniform a little too well.
Yeah, that whole authority thing just no.
Yeah. Give me infiltrate as you hide the body. If anyone goes looking for it, that's yeah.
Charlotte, please.
I watch you get like 7 ones, I swear to Christ.
It's 2 6s at least.
Does machine gunner notice you're doing that? You're pretty far away. Ooh, not enough. He doesn't notice. And you know what? Weber has a foobar. Let's make life difficult for all of you. Weber, I would ask for you a perception test at minus 3.
I don't even think that I have the perception ability if you take 3 away from me.
I will give you 1 die then by sheer luck. You might by sheer. Actually, with
Well,
even
no,
one,
I
don't think
have
you make it.
1 die.
You have 1
I
die.
have 1 die.
You know what? I have 2 more.
Goodness gracious. So that's total. I'm rolling 3. Okay.
Foobar meant to be spent.
Oh,
You son
God
of a dog.
damn.
So, if you want to succeed, Charlotte, you're going to need to push your luck. Otherwise, Weber's going to notice you doing this.
No, it's just foobar for me.
Enjoy your foobar. Yeah, Weber. So, like, as you're doing all this other stuff, trying to get the trucks going and everything, and you see Charlotte, you kind of check on Charlotte. Not so much, I imagine, as suspicion, just to make sure she's not being like commandoed into the trees by enemy SS or whatever. Like, oh, what is she doing? Okay, she's all right. And do something else. Oh, what's she doing? Oh, she looks all right. And then you look up. Oh, she's burying some of the bodies. Okay, and then you look up again. What the hell is she doing? What? Okay, she's carrying the body. She's probably gonna throw it in the hole, and oh no, she's crouching. Oh, she must be dumping it in, and she's walking away from you toward the rocks over there. And you see her kind of start stuffing the body into some rocks. Yeah, you're pretty sure she ain't burying that body. No one else notices this. You just happen to be looking straight at Charlotte. For her bad luck, Foobar, you were looking dead on at her. And you're both bad luck. Sometimes an officer would be better off not seeing what the subordinates are doing. Unfortunately for you, you saw that.
I'm gonna head that way, stroll over that way, and as I pass the machine gunner, tell him to take up a position where he can kind of see as much as he can up and down the road and take a look out. Just kind of giving him something to do while all this going on. I'm going to wander over to Charlotte and the body.
Yeah, Charlotte, you just in time like get him in. And you're like, okay, you're pretty sure you've hit him. You did a pretty good job, you think? You know?
Ah!
And then
He's sitting next to me.
I'll speak to Charlotte in German. What's going on? What's with this guy?
I'm burying him over here because he's still twitching.
You're gonna bury him alive? For God's sakes!
No, that's why I
just-
want to have him here between the rocks so he has a harder time getting out if he. It slows him down, you know?
Charlotte,
God's
give me
sakes.
persuasion.
I can't make a persuasion check.
Yeah, Carl, you see through this lie like paper thin. She can't lie for nothing.
Yeah, she just looks like she wants to kill you for catching her, kind of.
All right, first I'm going to make a guts roll for myself to get rid of one of the empathy conditions I've collected thus far. Oh well.
Well,
Actually, I'll push that. Why not? How much was that?
3. Wait, no.
3. Oh, there actually should have been another die with that because of my. No, it's a guts check, so it's straight, right? So reroll 3.
Enjoy your
Nope.
food,
Okay.
sir.
So still got the condition. So, all right. Let's see if I can just kill this guy or not.
Nope.
Yeah, you can
you
actually.
can't.
You failed the empathy, so you
Oh.
can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. All right. This is causing a lot of trouble now with Charlotte as well as Hornsby, but I really don't want this guy getting anywhere. So, I mean, is it kinder to cut his Achilles tendon or just to kill him?
You be the judge of that, my guy. What can I tell you?
I will
Yeah,
tell.
I mean-
I will mechanically tell you. There's gonna be some blowback mentally for everyone involved. The
Right.
more dead left, the more it's gonna hurt. Crippling him's not gonna be great, but that will lessen the blow because there'll be knowledge eventually that Charlotte will know, and eventually Nigel will know that you did spare him, sorta.
All
So
right,
it's kinder to your troops. It's terrible for this guy. This guy will have a horrible. You're crippling him even further than he already is. That's why failing the check, you can now cripple him or kill him, because crippling a guy who's already kind of have a blown hand, he's even if he survives, assuming the elements don't take him, assuming he doesn't have to crawl for his life, this guy's gonna have a horrible death or a very long and painful life. So
All right. Fine. All right, Charlotte, help me gag and bind this guy hand and foot, and no soft-hearted bullshit here. He either lives or dies on his own, but he can do it tied up and where he can't cry out and blow our cover. They'll have to find him. But I won't kill him, since it seems to offend you and Hornsby's delicate sensibilities.
Meanwhile,
Hornsby.
over at the bushes over here, give me some water, Martin.
Yeah.
You've
I'll
never
give
seen
him
that
some
much
water
come out
if
of a
I
man.
can.
sorry, go ahead.
I'll give him some water from my canteen.
I look at Weber and be like, we won't tell him about it.
Fine. But yeah, let's do, like, seriously tie this guy up, gag him so that, he's not going to go anywhere on his own. He may die, he may not, but, probably if they don't find him, he's going to die.
I'll call this survival.
Particularly now since he's been hidden so on the rocks. My survival is for
Oh,
shit.
do any of you have any rope to tie him up with? I don't think you guys gathered any of that. You might have to survival just to find some rope among the looted dead. You guys don't have your normal gear.
All right, what's our role for finding rope in the trucks or something? Well, we know there's tie downs.
You could use those. That's fair. Yep.
Yeah. So let's just do that and cut a strip of his shirt or whatever to make a gag.
God. Martin, give me perception.
No.
All right. One moment. I just need to make sure.
Please just fail.
It's just gonna be like one constant confluence of events.
God fucking damn
Right,
you.
So Weber, do you want to try
Sorry.
to hide what you're doing, or do you not care that Harper sees you? I will tell you,
No, I'm
Nigel
just gonna-
can't see you. He's too busy being sick and drinking water. He is not cognizant of the world around him right now.
Yeah, I don't care particularly if Harper sees me. I'm just getting some rope, basically.
So Weber comes back
I'll
out
get
of
it
the
from
woods,
one.
grabs some straps, and then walks back out into the woods.
I will ask him if he needs a hand.
Weber just kind of looks over and like frowns at her and shakes his head no once, really like definitively, and walks back.
I will. Oh god, I'm irritating. I'm gonna follow. Fuck. I'm sorry.
I will say the machine gunner, at the very least, he keeps watch because he had orders, but he does look on with some pity at poor Horns because, and he's very confused because this guy's like puking his guts out for some dead Germans, but also he was burning the guy's hands, so I don't get this guy at all. I can't get a read on him.
I realize that Harper is following me.
Yeah. Unless she's hiding or trying to sneak up on you, but I don't think she
not.
Turn around. We're doing dirty stuff in the woods here.
Right. Just work on rigging the trucks, Harper. Work on rigging the trucks.
But why do you need the rope?
And you see the body because it ain't exactly hidden anymore now.
Swear to God, I'm just going to kill this guy. Keeping alive is turning out to be way more of it.
My perception check. My infiltrate to hide him.
Well, it's kind of got blown because Weber's standing next to you and everything. It's like,
Yeah, I keep tying him up and gagging him.
Oh, Weber. I forgot. This is the guy you failed to kill earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you couldn't kill him.
You can't kill him.
Right. So, yeah, I'm going to tie him up.
Why are you
And gag
tying
him.
him up? I thought he was dead.
Yeah, well, Hornsby apparently lied.
No, he's still dying. He said that the morphium needs time.
Yeah, Harper,
kind of
you
look
see
at
through that
Charlotte.
pretty quick.
I look at Charlotte
I don't know if he lied. I don't know that. I can't.
But you know a
imagine
dead
he
German
would.
from a live one. Yeah,
Yeah, but he said the thing with the morphium. I'm not good at medical aid. I don't know shit about how that works.
True.
I tell Charlotte, if you believe that, I have a used Model A for sale that runs like a top. But yeah, we're going to tie
Do you
tie the
really
shit.
think someone like Nigel can lie?
Yes.
Yes. He's British.
Anyone can lie. Just
All right,
like some of us can do it better than others.
Yeah, this actually works out pretty good, Harper. You are better at not tying than I am. I believe your survival is higher, so help me tie this guy up really good.
This is a weird thing going on right now. What am I running?
Why?
As you see, he has like the straps from the friggin' tanks that he's holding.
I mean, it's not like the tanks are like way more important right now. Huh?
Yeah.
But it's good that you have your priorities.
Yeah, let's get this done and then blow these tanks.
I nod. Yeah, so...
Harper's going to fail her empathy. She's going to kill him. Assholes.
Yeah, just put the guy out of his misery already, for fuck's sake. Fawning over him like a bunch of goddamn schoolgirls.
A schoolboy spawn too. Yeah, no, you're able to tie him up. It's good enough.
There.
This guy's trussed
And he's
up
gagged,
in the
right?
woods. And gagged, yeah.
It's like, wouldn't it just be easier to kill him at this point? He's gonna die here anyway.
Yes, I know, but I just can't seem to. I don't know why. I'm usually not that weak.
I mean,
I
he's
don't-
probably dying anyway, so...
I don't necessarily think that killing folks who can't defend themselves is weak. Or not killing them, rather.
I don't know. Seems to me that killing people whose entire war has been spent killing people who can't defend themselves
Maybe your
should be
lieutenant
perfectly all right.
is the worst monster that I am.
I don't
Anyway, let's
agree
get
with you.
these trucks moved and blown and get on with things.
Very well.
All right. So,
And I got the ropes and they turn around.
do you wish to do this? Because we'll have to do another infiltrate perception off.
Just let he's alive. That's the best he can hope for.
We'll try. Look
If-
away.
Infiltrate Charlotte, perception for Carl or Harper. You can
Oh my
assist each
God.
other.
What do you want? Gosh, damn it.
Like, so Carl, do you want to lead the perception or should I?
What are you rolling?
7.
Yeah, you go ahead. Take my extra 2.
I almost hope I fail this one.
You could
Yeah,
you
you
could
did
push
fail
your
it.
luck.
I don't think it's worth it at
Okay.
this point.
Yeah, you're.
I'm just going to head back to start rigging the gas because
So what did you actually do to the guy at the end? I didn't hear you. You were giggling.
Cut the ropes.
Oh my
So
God.
he isn't tied up anymore.
Did you at least leave him gagged?
I don't have enough time to remove that. You guys could turn around every second.
Probably a quick little cheeky snip. It's like I'm not reaching for his face. You'll probably see that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like he could use his
I
hand
have to
to do it. He can't use his hands because. So. Back to the trucks. So what are you doing with the trucks?
Okay. My idea was basically we use the run that runs. We kind of back it up, back and fill it to where it's, its front bumper is against the back bumper of the one that doesn't run but's not overturned. Somebody gets in the cab, puts it in neutral so they have steerage way, and then we very, very slowly, creepily use the running truck to push the non-running truck up next to and against the overturned truck.
Very good. So who is driving and who is guiding? Who's in the push truck? Who's in the pushed truck? Both.
Which one is going to call for...
The
Okay.
one in the main and the one driving around in this one will have an operate test with the +1 to the roll. And the other
Okay,
person will be
so
assisting from the other truck, basically.
Okay, my operate is a 5, if
Mine
anybody's
is
got
as
better.
well.
I
Mine is
do
as
not
well. You can do that.
have
Okay,
that
so one of
pulled
us
up.
in one and one of us in the other. Or, well, no, one's leading, one's assisting, so,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm assisting by being good enough at agility
Okay.
to steer it in the right direction.
Here goes nothing.
Pull it around, pushing.
Of course.
Did we just fail again?
Yeah, and I've got no choice but to push it. And I can only re-roll 1, 2, 3, 4. There we
Yes.
go.
There you
I
go.
do get a foobar, which rolls over to you, GM.
Yeah.
Good.
Whoops, sorry. I should steal that from you. You can't have 3 foobar. That's not mechanically possible. So you'll push it. Can't think of what an extra success will give you, so you could just take the lucky strike.
Okay.
Uh,
Draw 1. Oh, you gave it to me. Never mind.
Yep, they're all kind of. You have the trucks all lined up and kind of piled over there a bit.
Okay. Work your magic, Harper.
To Nigel.
all right. So I'll try to rig things to blow up.
All
Right.
right.
Stand here and throw rocks at that guy.
You can throw rocks at him, you just can't kill him.
Right.
All right. So, I believe Merton, you owe me $50 for this DLC. No, you owe me a tech roll. I'm gonna ask because this is kind of a weird workaround you're doing. I'm gonna call for 2 successes here to do it properly.
All right.
I will assist. You can tell me where to hold and where to snip. That way you
Okay.
get 2.
That is good. All right. Let's roll. Let's blow some stuff up.
Hey, there you go. That's your 2.
Hooray! I giggle a little as we move away to a safe distance. Just
Yeah,
a
let's
shame
start-
I can't watch it.
Yeah, let's move down the mountain as far as we can before it goes off.
Yeah.
And I would suggest we all keep our gas masks on until it goes, and we see which way the wind's blowing.
Hey, you all have gas
I-
masks, right?
Yeah.
We all took them during the drive, actually.
Yeah. So I have no good reason to spend foobar to make the gas attack you. So I'll leave that alone. Do I have a reason to make the gas affect other people in the area? Who's there? That guy's there, but he's not going to hurt you. Could
Hopefully
hit
just SS.
there.
Yeah, that's great. We go through all this and we save him, and he gets hit by the gas.
I mean,
You know what? You have a point. I'll throw one of my food.
And it sinks into the ground and raises the other guys from the dead, and now we have Nazi zombies.
That's one way of going around it, yeah.
Now we're in Weird War II.
As they the vehicles cook off, and Harper, you see there's a lot more fire involved in that explosion than you really intended. That looks like the explosion back there of 3 exploded trucks. A fair amount of gas spreads across the up and down the mountain, mostly down. Some of it up because of wind. But you all have gas masks, so you all feel irritation at your skin, but you are moving further and further away. It seems like it's dissipated over a large distance. You get the feeling if you stood anywhere near the tanks, the trucks, like outside of explosion radius, but still like on the map, as it were, because you guys go like as far as you can, and you gave yourself plenty of time to get out. If you were still like on the map, like still nearby, the concentration alone probably would have done something to you anyway. But because you're so far away, it's a good thing you're nowhere near that and not anywhere like, on the map in any way, or possibly up the mountain within about 30 meters or so, 40. That would suck. That would be really bad. You'd be in a high concentrated area. That would be terrible.
That poor guy.
He's not gonna. I was gonna say, the Alexandria of the future runs into him. She might. That may be a very interesting conversation. She's not gonna get notes from this guy.
It's like, oh yeah, those guys did so many things to me. First they drugged me up, first they shot me, then they drugged me, then they burned my fingers. Oh my god, what the hell?
Well, see, he won't have any memory after you shooting him up with the morphine. Of what
Unless
we did,
he was partially conscious, like trapped in his own body.
It is that.
So that's how I was keeping track of what you guys were saying that whole time.
Yeah. Let's move off the road and kind of make our way down the mountain, off country, cross country, keeping an eye out because people will come to investigate that. But try to start heading toward Horschel. Cross country.
Before you get to that, I require a D6 roll from our good Dr. Hornsby, as he suffers combat fatigue.
Do I?
You definitely will, because you were zeroed out because of stress.
Okay.
You now have anger issues.
No.
For crying out loud.
Fury dominates this character's persona.
It
Fubar
makes 3 of us.
may force the character to fly into a rage. -2 dice, 2 persuasion tests.
Forever and ever and ever?
Until you get medical treatment, which takes 1d6 weeks of treatment. If it's not treated within the next 1d6 months, it becomes permanently part of who you are. Ain't war grand.
Well, this is totally in character because I did have a bit of a scream out with my lieutenant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
It was actually kind of cute.
Just gonna linger on that thought for a second and move on. I mean, okay. I see what you're saying. Let's move this over here. I said move this over here. So. Eventually, the sheep will catch up to me. Good. And it gets better, folks. There were 3 horribly killed people, murdered. I am gonna call for a guts roll from everybody. Not Nigel, because you're already zeroed out. I can't hit you anymore. You're already combat fatigued, so it doesn't matter.
Thank God, because I got 2 ones there.
I'm good. I think I
I
got
am
a
not.
lucky strike, actually.
Well, actually, it is the target is 3. So for each success you get, you're taking 1 less endurance of damage.
Well, that's 1 less for me.
Sure, with 2
2
endurance,
less
are you
for
still
me.
mobile?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're stressed out, but otherwise you're able to keep moving. Weber, can you take 1 and be okay?
Yeah.
You're stressed out a tiny bit because that's just gonna that's gonna stick in the back of your mind for a bit. But
That
you're able
argument
to
with-
move on. It's that's
They're SS Nazis. Yeah.
yeah, but you've seen it's a thing. It didn't smell very good.
Yeah.
Didn't feel very good. You can still feel the
Well,
blood on
I'm
your
proud of myself
hands, underneath your
Well, yeah.
fingers.
Yeah, but I left that one guy alive.
Yeah,
So,
that's why it's not so bad. You
Yeah.
killed 3, you murdered 3 and saved 1, so it works out.
It's not murder. They're the enemy.
I mean,
Fair enough. You murdered only 2 of them. I murdered the last one.
see, it's not that bad. You're only partially responsible.
They're the enemy. I'm going to cash the paycheck my government gives me for this. I don't have that big of a problem with it.
Martin, you are suffering the full brunt of this and you're going to take 3 endurance unless you push your luck. Unless you can soak it.
Look at you,
I'll soak it, honestly.
Yeah, this was screwed up. Like, you don't zero out, I don't, as you say, but, yeah. Walking away from that sticks with you for a bit. That's going to take a few hours for that particular memory to go away.
Yep.
Yeah, people who worked for the OSS in the real World War II never came back with any problems.
Yeah. Oh, and hey, Machine Gunner, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? How you doing?
Fine. He's a good American murderous 19-year-old.
Well, how much did he have before we kicked off? He took some damage. I have to check on him.
Yeah, I think he took 2.
He took
That
2.
bullet.
That means he took 2 more. As you begin making your way down, Lieutenant Weber, I will inform you that it looks like both Hornsby and your machine gunner are just utterly spent mentally. They're physically able to move around and follow after you, but you get the feeling they can't do anything useful while they're like this. They need time to kind of decompress and kind of snap out of it.
Okay, so let's see then. Harper, Charlotte, looks like Nigel and the corporal are all in. Let's see if we can't find a nice hidden place to make a cold camp and give him a chance to rest up a bit.
Honestly, I could use a rest as well.
Yeah. No fires though. We don't want to. What time of day is it actually?
It is drawing. Actually, I jumped a step. I jumped to night. It's still daylight, so it's about by this time after all that nonsense. It was like dawning light, so it was like 6 or so. So it's probably about 8, 9ish, I would say, at most.
AM or PM?
AM.
AM. Okay.
So mid morning. Better way to put it.
Yeah. So let's see if we can't find a camp with a good screen. That's going to be hard for somebody to find and see, and kind of rest up for the day. We can maybe start moving again at night. That'd be better for cover anyway.
Yeah.
I require survival roll.
One or both of you are better at that than I am. I can assist.
You assist Hopper, and I look that
Alright.
Nigel doesn't walk off the mountain accidentally.
That's a success. That's enough to find somewhere to hide. You're fine. You're in the mountains. You're in the Thurngin Mountains. It's there are plenty of places to tuck away and be out of sight for a while.
Yeah, by that time there's still a bunch of trees there.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just sort of rest up during the day. I think we can, the 3 of us can take the watches.
So for each point of endurance, you will heal 1 condition and 1 endurance. How long do you guys rest?
I'd say all day until dusk or full night, depending.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. I will note that to get to Horschel, you still have 25 clicks to go.
Yeah, I mean, I would suggest like 6 hours and then continue.
It's 8 a.m. now. Let's make it a full 8 hours.
Okay.
I don't know if that does anything extra for us in game terms.
It does, because it means that you could operate into the night without me chasing you for fatigue damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
you
we
now have extra
heal up.
rest.
We heal up 1 each.
Yeah. So you'll heal 8 endurance worth and 8 condition worth, basically. So.
All right.
Okay. So pretty much heal up.
So I'm back to full then.
Oh, fucking Ray.
Can we spend our experience?
Let me check on you. Actually, I think this might be a time you can, because you actually did stop and go. No, actually, that's the other thing. Sitting still for 8 hours, I think may qualify for we are in a safe spot and resting for a little bit, like reflecting on what you've learned from what's happened. But let me triple check to make sure it is. I think it's that nice, because you need to. In war stories in general, I imagine you're gonna need to stop and sleep for a second. Usually it's a completion of a mission or scenario, but given the current operation, I'm being a little more hand wavy on that, just because of the story's pace. Otherwise, you'd never get to spend the experience until the whole operation was done, which I'm not doing that to you. That's mean. Yeah, I'll give it to you. So, I will note to you, this is a bit of downtime. A lot has happened. A lot of the operation has come and gone for you. You may, if you feel you have a virtue or a flaw that no longer applies, you may suggest a change to me if you think it doesn't make sense. Although I will only allow you to change one of them at a time. So you can either change a virtue or a flaw, but you wouldn't be able to change both at the same time.
I'm okay with what I have, I think.
Yeah, I think mine still work.
Yeah, I think I'm still disrespectful.
Yeah. Which you're gonna get XP for that later. That costs so much trouble you given Weber hell.
Yeah.
It's just pain in the ass for all of us.
Hanging on to yours, Martin?
Yeah.
Cool. Feel free to spend your experience, folks. What else to know? Oh, one thing to note as well, because this machine gunner has survived for as long as he has, and he's gotten to rest a couple times with you, I will treat him as a more elite version of what he is. So he gets his base stats will be better because he's survived long enough that he's become a veteran of the Wisteria unit.
Very nice. I'm going to give myself a rank in survival at least, because I've ended up scavenging a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So how much is that? That would be 5 of my 23.
Yeah, I will not even pretend that I learned something new. I just
You can get better at something you already know.
yeah, that's what I did.
Oh, what'd you improve?
I improved infiltrate by 1, nimble by 2, and ranged combat by 1.
Very good. Makes sense.
3.
Now I have 4 left.
That brings me down 10. I'm also increasing range combat by 1, and infiltrate by 1 because I've been doing a lot of sneaking and shooting. Is there anything else with my remaining 8 XP that I could do? Let's Skill
Gets me
specialization.
down to 4 XP. I took Born to Lie 2. Because I've been doing a lot of that. That just bumps it up to +2 to persuasion tests, and then after a successful test, the target will believe the lie completely for the rest of the scene and the next one as well.
That's powerful.
Huh. Nice.
I'm also taking Melee 1, which basically gives me another die when I'm armed close combat, since I've been knifing people a lot recently. And I'm taking the talent Killer.
What does that do for you?
Which it means I don't have to fail the empathy test against an unarmed component. I still take the endurance and the endurance hit, and I think the empathy condition hit too.
I've leveled up my skills: close combat, infiltrate, nimble, and range combat.
Oh, it looks like I just lose the endurance when I do it now.
My last thing I'm going to do is take Quartermaster 1 as a specialization.
Oh, sweet.
What does that do for you?
Gives me +1 to locating and scavenging and acquiring gear and kit, including food and water, while in a settled area.
Oh, very good.
So, things like searching through camps,
Villages and camps, yeah.
since we've been doing that a lot. So, I just figured I'd get good at it, I guess.
So a couple things bookkeeping wise. I think I was supposed to ding each of you for 1 endurance, even for just executing people, because it's still damage. It's still stressful to kill an unarmed person. I don't think that would have affected what happened up to this point. I don't think anyone would have been dropped early for that. I'm pretty sure.
I would have.
You didn't kill anybody though.
Yeah,
You're
neither
right.
did
I did see it though. Okay.
Yeah, that's why Harpo stands still, right?
Yeah.
Well, no. What I'm saying to you is that if someone does actually execute somebody, they take. If they succeed if they fail at it, they do kill the person, but they suffer an endurance loss because it's still murder. You know, you're still executing someone who's helpless, which isn't good for you, for your mental health. So you still take damage. Whereas now Weber goes, oh, I don't roll now. I still take the damage, but I just don't roll now. I can just do it.
Yeah. Whereas I didn't, but I also didn't try, so I didn't take the damage.
Yeah. I will say also bookkeeping wise, I won't bother rolling to see how this is going because I don't think this will break. Well, you know what? Weber, give me one last. I think at this point you have 2d6 to see how the allies are doing.
That sounds right.
I think I'm
Okay,
reduced as
I have a
well.
better idea than to raise my nimble.
Yeah, and I was tracking my endurance and empathy dings for the killings.
Okay, good.
I was marking them off as it happened, yeah. But now it looks like with Killer, I just get the endurance. I don't get the... So, okay, 2d6. We need to roll good for the allies. Can I have my buddy help me and roll 4?
No. Unfortunately, you're not there. You're just rolling on their behalf.
Oh, worth a shot.
Yeah, instead of the nimble, I will spend my 10 XP on the talent rage.
Ooh, what does that do for you?
It gives me I can rage once per session to get a +2 to close combat and guts, but cannot parry or dodge anymore in that.
So basically, you're a barbarian from D&D.
Yeah.
I'm just angry at that point. I'm really I have this anger issues a long time now.
Yeah, it's built right off of your anger issues. Now so that works perfectly.
So the battle as it stands, as far as you're concerned, the Battle of the Rhine has stalled. All that happened on my side is that they had reinforcements come their way, extra artillery to help slow the advance, and that's what brings the Allied advance to a crawl. So at this point, don't expect this line to move anytime soon.
Okay.
Or if it does, it's in a way that isn't of any help to you. The push happens either up that way or it happens further north along the Rhine, which is, I believe, somewhat ahistorical because this is the major crossing point, was the Bridge of Remagen.
Yeah, Remagen.
So
yeah.
we've actually broken history at this point. Because it
Well,
shouldn't
we do
have
have a
taken this long.
bridgehead.
Yeah, they got to the bridgehead. We're actually up to that point, minus the Wisteria stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
If you're out there thinking the 655 OV diamond core exists out there, folks, yeah, no, 100% made up. It's just in case that was confusing at all, and you're 7 episodes in wondering that. Yeah. So, you rest up. Time comes and goes. Night falls. And all of you reflect back on what's happened so far. And the task that lies ahead of you. It is nighttime. Oh, one last thing. I'm sorry. Do you have enough? Does everyone have enough food to eat?
No.
We didn't scavenge anything right now.
Yeah, no,
Depends on what the Germans had on them, if they had any snacks.
they did not.
That was what I looked for, but I didn't find anything.
I will
mean,
require a
we can-
check to feed everyone to go hunting. The danger of going hunting is that you might run it. You might have an encounter. That's the danger.
What's
What
the roll?
check?
You're in the Thringen Hills, so it's not like there's no game out here. It's just a matter of finding enough to feed everybody. You know what? I'll call it survival. And well, you're only getting enough to eat for tonight, right? You're not trying to get extra. If you are, it
Yeah,
increases the
but-
number of hits. That's why I'm saying it.
We'll be making
Hmm.
it to Remagen soon, so
Yeah.
I'm rolling 5 dice. If anybody else has more.
I would also be rolling 5, so we're about the same.
Yeah,
Well,
so
you can take it. I've had a traumatic experience.
Yeah, I
Alright.
think the fitting thing is that you two go and I watch over
Right.
the two.
and I'll assist so you can get the 2 extra die.
Okay.
You two go hunting
Oh.
during the.
Charlotte's staying behind to romance the machine gunner.
No.
Sure, it starts out with anger issues, them yelling at each other, but that's not where it ends up.
Yeah, there's 3 people with anger issues in your camp now.
Wonder who the target of that anger is.
That's right. Ultimately, that's a self-solving problem.
Viper.
So with that roll, you have enough to feed everyone. You can either take the lucky strike, or you can find enough to make rations out of for 1 extra day.
Given that we're going to Remagen next, and we
You mean Horschel?
should
Horschel,
or
yeah.
Herschel next, my bad.
Mark is 175 clicks away. That's a
My bad.
bit of a walk. Actually, further.
I misspoke. Given that we're going to Herschel next, I think we should be able to hopefully restock there. So I'm going to take the lucky strike because we might need it.
Roger.
Fair.
Here you go. Now, there's a roll, a sort of travel roll, but since you're just not going terribly far, you're in pretty dense terrain. You're sneaking around because you're hunting. I'm gonna give you infiltrate at +5 to see if anyone could possibly see you.
For us?
Yeah.
I'm rolling a 6 with that.
With the +5, I'd be rolling 11.
Me too. So 6 of one, half dozen of another.
Yeah. How about I assist you this time?
Okay, so that's 5 plus 7 d6 then? Yeah.
Yeah, with a buddy assist. Yeah.
Well, I'm helping you.
Actually,
like,
I think I'm rolling 13, actually. But oh,
Holy
that's
shit.
one,
I cannot
1, 2, 3,
imagine.
4, 5, 6.
So
Holy
I'll
crap.
just hand you a lucky strike because there's no way I'll roll enough to cancel that out.
Yeah.
I imagine. would make. Well, I can imagine one thing. But still. Now,
Otto Scorsini? No!
now I will ask of you a perception roll to see if you can spot it. There is going to be an encounter of some kind out here, but will you see it while you're creeping around? That is -2 because it's dense, +3 because you are sneaking and going slowly, so a +1 perception.
And that's got to be you.
Perception?
Perception.
Yeah, my intelligence is only a 3. I'm rolling a 4 base with perception.
He's kind of an idiot.
Alright, so if, getting your assistance, I get a total of 10 dice to roll.
Yeah, and definitely get my assistance, yeah.
Nice. 2 hits.
It's okay. Let's see what like out
Of course I'm an idiot. I'm an officer.
here. So, in your hunt, you can see the town of Eisenach. Still bristling with activity during your hunt. You have like a high vantage point. You can see down from the mountainsides and through the mountain and through the trees.
I almost wrote Isengard.
I heard they're taking the hobbits there.
And you're catching small game, birds, rabbits, so on. I'm looking at the wrong things every time. You spot someone wandering around in the woods with their own rifle and dressed a little bit in they're moving pretty quickly. Like they're not moving at sneaking pace. They're moving at patrol pace, so they're moving a little too fast to be hunting. They're dressed for hunting though. Like darker color, browns and greens and nice sturdy boots. The rifle is, it's a rifle, but it looks a lot more beaten up and worn. The kind the guy probably got from his grandfather or something like that from the war, or his father from the war, previous war. Yeah, you see a guy wandering around up here.
So, is he dressed in civilian style clothes? What's
Yep.
his deal?
He's dressed like a civilian hunter. Well, he's moving too fast to be hunting. Because you really want to slow way down so you don't scare off. He practically almost scares off some of the game you guys were hunting down, just because he's making too much noise and moving too quick. He is trying to be quiet though. He is trying to hunker down and move from cover to cover, and he's looking around. I'll roll in case this guy gets super lucky. He might spot you, but I severely doubt. Yeah, no, he doesn't see you. He does not see you.
So he's dressed like a civilian. Does he look like a civilian?
Insight, please.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, civilians have had it pretty tough. Not that my insight is the best. Can you assist me, Harper?
Yes.
Or do you want to roll it and have me assist you?
I'd be rolling 7 dice.
You'd be way better than me.
Okay. Then let's do it that way. 2 hits.
This person does seem to be moving in a way from your training and knowledge and just personal experience. There's a way soldiers move, and there's a way a civilian move. Like actually, some snipers are mainly hunters who are given very accurate rifles and a scope. So, because hunting people is like hunting deer, sort of thing. It's the mindset that came from a lot of sharpshooters and snipers in that day, which it worked. But this person doesn't look like they're moving to get ready to shoot somebody. They're trying not to be spotted. They're more focused. They have the rifle, but they're more concerned about being found than anything else. Which, if you were a soldier, you're deep in friendly territory if you're a Nazi here, right? So why would you be, or even if you're Volks, if you're the militia, you would, again, be in friendly territory, deep inside in friendly territory, so what's to be worried about? This guy's worried about something. For an extra, you can either take the lucky strike, or I can give you more information.
I think I'll take more information on this one.
So, this person, you can see them glancing furtively back at Eisenach, and you can see that look of desperation cross their eyes and their face. They're on a mission to do something for Eisenach, and they need to hurry somewhere to accomplish that. So it's likely not the sort of thing that, if it was something the Nazis could deal with, why the hell would we be running out in the mountains? There are for sure, it's common knowledge by this point that Eisenach has a major manufactory, so you better believe there's a unit or two or three that are in Eisenach alone. So if he needed official help, he could get it. But he's getting unofficial help all the way out in the mountains of Thuringia. So what the hell is he doing?
Okay, I say we make contact with this guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I get the impression he might be with. We might have a mutual enemy.
Right. Okay. So, okay, I'm going to, take off the SS hat, at least. I'll actually, turn the uniform coat inside out so it's not, immediately showing any. And I will try and get his attention.
How do you mean to do so? With a wave? With throwing a tiny rock at him? A shout?
What's the distance, the actual distance?
Well, initial spot is because of the wood. That would be about 22 meters or so.
Okay. Yeah, I'll literally just kind of, friend.
Give me survival. Persuasion. Give me persuasion. You will need 2 successes. If you get 1, you'll have a success, but it will be not as good as you think it is. 2 will get what you're going for, but 1 will get a lesser success.
Okay. Well, there's nothing there, so I guess I'm going to push my luck.
God. Yeah, you need at least 1 for me to help you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll hand you your foobar. Actually, I'll take that foobar.
I don't guess Harper could have helped me with that.
Could have.
Can I add the 2 dice to it?
Would you assist him, Weber?
Yeah.
Martin? Yep. Take your extra dice.
There's 1 success at least.
Would you push with 1 success?
I think so, because since we're wanting to, so I will re-roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in total. There we go.
So we'll put this to extra successes because you can't get any more lucky strike.
Right.
When you make that noise, he immediately sprawls to the ground, and at that point you kind of catch a feeling of this guy is at least familiar with fighting and shooting. He kind of drops prone and ducks behind a tree, and then like positions up and starts looking around in your direction with his rifle. And then he kind of, but he doesn't start shooting right away. It's very calm. Like he says in German, "Who's out there? Show yourself, or I'm gonna start taking shots and finding out what jumps out."
See if I've got that guy's name. Oh, let me check my notes here.
I swear by Christ, if you answer in Russian, I'm just gonna start shooting.
Why would we do that?
Hey, the war ain't going good. It's kind of hard. By this point, it's hard to hide. It's doing really badly right now. And he doesn't know how well the battle at the Rhine's going.
Trying to see if I ever got the name of the contact. I thought I did when I was talking to his operative. Agent W is who I'm talking about.
Wolfgang Motlife.
Wolfgang, what?
Motlife.
Motlife, okay. I'm sure I had that in there somewhere. Easy, friend. I think we're on the same side. I'll try the code phrase I used on the other guy. That's supposed to identify us to Agent W.
What does spring rain have to do with anything? Look,
Fair enough.
Whoever you are, start stepping out where I can see you, because you better believe I can see your lady friend back there.
Well, that's fair enough, but I think my SMG might trump your rifle, and I step out where he can see me and kind of approach him.
That's plenty fine where you are, thank you. I can see you. Alright, so I have a question.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna guess that you stole that uniform from someone.
He didn't have any more use for it.
Well, I kind of noticed the bullet hole around the... Actually, more of a knife wound, I guess. Anyway, so I get the feeling you're not with the army. So who the hell are you?
Well, I'm with an army. Just not the ones that wear gray or black.
Okay. American?
Yeah, OSS.
What? All right. Well,
we're here to really mess up what they were trying to do in Castle Eisenbach. So far, it's going middling well.
Eisenbach?
Or whatever the castle's name is. Eisenach.
You mean Vortberg?
Yeah, the castle.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What? Okay. What? Oh. Oh! No. Really? No. What? But what about... He starts muttering to himself over there. He's not aiming... the gun's aimed in your direction, sort of, but it's half forgotten. He's muttering something to himself. He's really wrapped up.
This might work out better if you would talk to me and I could talk to you, and therefore we can figure out what may be going on. But maybe we should find a more concealed place to do it.
He stands up and shrugs out a bit and looks around. If anyone's out here at this time of night, yeah, they're looking to get shot. So I think we're okay.
Right.
So you hear about the disappearing people too?
So that's where the test subjects were coming from. Indirectly, but yeah. And I think I know what's happened to them.
All right.
The Nazis are running a little bit of a chemical weapons experiment in the castle. He had test subjects who were pretty messed up, mentally at least. Physically, there are some signs, but it doesn't seem to be physically debilitating. But they definitely were locals, maybe a couple of prisoners of war, but if you're missing people and the castle has something to do with it, that's probably it.
Oh, shit. It means that, I heard, okay, so I heard a rumor that they took up a truck to gather a bunch of people up at the castle. Last I heard, all that was happening up at the castle was plane spotting and stuff. But you don't need 20 people to go plane spotting. So if they're not up at the castle, that means they're being taken somewhere else. I didn't see nobody head back down to Eisenach. So
They've got a prison up in there where they have some workmen, some of whom were already feeling the effects of their experiments, but others of whom were not. They didn't seem to believe that anything bad was going to happen to them, that they'd be sent back home eventually. We couldn't convince them to come with us when we got out. And then there were some others who were really far gone.
Great. So, wait a minute. They're not going to keep them up in the castle. I mean, why have a bunch of people? They're going to use some sort of weapon. So that means they're going to use them on either the Soviets or you guys. So you tell me who's closer. Is he heading east or west?
Well, the shipment they tried to move yesterday and today was heading toward Herschel, so it could go either way. But it looks like in Herschel they've been preparing the roads and everything to move some heavy stock through. Did I notice which way the
Insight.
there
Give me an
indicator?
insight roll at this point.
Yeah. Where's the character sheet?
That's in the roll 20.
Yes, now it's actually working again for some reason.
I'm being helpful.
Hooray. Love that it's
okay.
working.
Insight. Can Harper assist?
She wasn't there?
Okay, fair enough. It's just not a great roll for me. And yet, 3 1s and a 6, but all I needed was the 6.
They're either heading to Berlin, which is northeast, or they're heading to the Rhine. They don't look like they were heading west. Like, it doesn't. When you think about it, it'd be, if they were going to do it, there's another town west of Eisenach that's better for that. If they were heading west.
Okay.
Sorry, east. Sorry. They're heading
Okay.
east. There's another town over this way they could take a road that way. Or if they're taking this road, they can go all the way to Berlin or make way to Cologne.
Well, I think they were heading towards the Rhine, but they could also be heading towards Berlin, and depending on where our Soviet friends are currently. But I think they were heading west with it, towards the Rhine and the battle going there.
So we need to get to Horschel and stop them. Otherwise, a lot of people are about to be thrown into the meat grinder, is what you're telling me. All right.
Well, we have at least delayed them because that shipment didn't make it through the mountains.
He racks a load. He points his rifle at you. And
Easy, friend.
my brother was one of those prisoners, you bastard. You killed him?
No.
Oh.
We killed the SS drivers on the trucks. The trucks carrying the bioweapon down toward Herschel.
Oh.
That's what I mean.
Oh, sorry. Any kind of...
As far as I know, all the prisoners that were in Eisenach are still in Eisenach because the Nazi doctor bastard in charge of this whole operation and moved things down into Horschel. But his latest batch, anyway, didn't make it. We saw to that. Now, he might have more of the stuff in Horschel, and he's certainly there along with his notes, which is where we were headed.
So they didn't take the prisoners out yet. So if I get to the castle, I can get them out.
In theory, but there are a lot of Schutzstaffel up there. You're walking into a hornet's nest. I mean, at least a company.
I mean, I think I have enough bullets.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you, friend. In fact, I can tell you at least 2 different routes in or out of the castle and the underground area.
I would rather sneak in. I'll give you that. I wasn't looking to be part of a picture book or nothing.
Right. Well, we can help with that. Because I think Harper came out one way the first time, and then we came out another way the second time.
He'll walk up a little bit to kind of talk more and get notes from you. Like, you mean this? You mean there? You mean this? Oh, okay. You mean this? Oh, okay.
As you're playing translator, I'll describe the route that I had taken through the cave as best as I can. And also warn him that they probably figured out that was how I escaped last time, so it might be more guarded than it used to be.
However, out through the caves, we came out looking like Nazis, so they may not have reinforced there. Now, this is what the layout of the prison area and research area looks like, but I'm pretty sure there are levels below this. But I'm telling you, the guys inside the research area here, and I'll tap where we found all the real crazy people, they're gone. They're too far gone. I don't know. Their minds aren't just there anymore. But here, and I'll notice where all the cells are, this is where some of the workmen were that weren't that hadn't been affected yet, although some of them I think had, but not as badly. There is a medicine. It looks like this, and I describe the pills I've seen Hornsby take.
Weber, you can give me insight. I would require 3 successes to give you some assistance.
That's a really big ask for me. Can Harper take the role?
Yeah, as you're kind of talking about it, it might light bulb in your head for a second as you think about it.
With my assist? Yeah, because she's got the better chance of hitting that number.
Probably better. There's
Hey.
I should look at that.
No way. It occurs to 2 of you, you're talking about it, and he makes offhand remarks back at you, and he cracks jokes because he's trying to maintain his own morale. Like, this is a guy who hasn't suffered trauma yet, so he has pretty good morale. His endurance is pretty high, so he's in a good mood, and he's getting in a better mood because he's about to save his brother. So this is turning out to be a pleasant night. I mean, he still has to sneak back into town, not get killed by the SS, but so far so good. He's having a great trip. And you're talking back and forth. You talk about the pills. Why the hell would the pills cure it? Why would they have given Hornsby a way to alleviate his problem? Why would it be marked? So why would the Nazis want him to take him? If they want him to be under control or something, they'd want some way to control him from going rogue. And, oh dear God, the pills must be some way to modify the effects, so you're not just wild, you can be controlled and manipulated.
Oh yeah, 100%. Knew that.
Okay, didn't know. I wanted to highlight that in case it wasn't clear to you. I will say,
it's definitely not a cure, and I'll tell the guy that, but it can suppress what appear to be violent tendencies
So do you tell him like the whole spiel, or do you just tell him just enough, like just take the pills?
Well, I tell him that the pills aren't a cure. They definitely can prevent people who've been affected by the chemical weapon from being violent, and I think they might make them more easily controllable and open to suggestion, but I'm not entire because I haven't seen that yet. I don't think. I'm just suspecting it as
Yeah.
I'm understanding it.
Yeah.
That I suspect that it probably leaves them more prone to more suggestible and theoretically manipulable, controllable. But it definitely, if one of them's about to lose their mind and go crazy, it'll calm them down.
All right, I'll have to figure that out if I can get any. Thanks for the. Okay, I'll be on the lookout for that. Yeah, no. This is.
Are you realize you have almost no chance of succeeding by yourself?
Well, with these plans, I'll just sneak right by them. These idiots don't know these mountains like I do. I'm not gonna be fighting people
Well,
no more.
I'm not worried about the moving to the mountains. I'm talking about once you're in the castle.
I used to give tours of that castle. And then they fired me because, I didn't sig high enough, so.
Yeah, a lot of that going around.
Hmm.
Well, I mean,
Can I ask
Our
you a
next-
question? If it's not too personal.
Sure.
Is she Canadian? I hear it in her English accent. It sounds familiar to me.
Does he speak English?
He's speaking in German. He points you, but you hear like the German word for Canadian, which I forget what that is now.
Kanadisch.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Nadish?
Or Kanadierin.
Okay.
Yeah. I will look over in surprise, because why would they be mentioning Canada?
Yeah. How'd that come up in
It-
conversation?
Harper's Canadian, right? Or are you British?
No, I'm Canadian.
Okay. He wants to know if you're Canadian. I sort of nodded him. Yeah, she's Canadian. We're an allied force, not totally American.
Ah. I know a guy from Canada, actually. You mentioned
Maybe
his name.
you know him.
Eh?
Maybe you know him. His name's Bob. Do you know Bob from Canada?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Wolfgang Motlife. He moved over here, up in Horschel about a couple years ago now.
Really?
Yeah, he was with I don't know the word. They're federal police. He waves like he doesn't know how to say it in English because it's English. There's no German way to say what they are because not many have run into. Well, there probably is. Just how many people have run into them.
So,
The Agent W is Canadian in origin.
did you mention that to me?
Yeah, I'm translating as we're talking.
He's a Mountie? Huh.
Ah, Mountie. He points. Yeah.
Well, RCMP is the official word, but we all call them Mounties.
That's all we call them because we're Canadian and we're polite.
Well, we call them other things too.
Hey, could you put Wolfgang's last name in the chat? I don't think I'm spelling it right, or wherever.
Motlife.
Yeah, Moat. Okay, I was spelling it Molt like Moltka. Moat life. Okay. Well, if we run into him, we'll be sure to say that you said hello.
Yeah, no, tell him you're a friend of mine. He'll definitely help you out. He looks askance for a second, and then light bulb's like, oh right, you're not German at all. What are you gonna do? Turn me in?
Right.
And he's like, he helps me get some smuggled supplies sometimes, and I've gotten him stuff before, so we know each other. So if you bring up my name, they'll vouch for you a bit.
Nice. What's the name?
It's funny you should ask me. Let me get you a name.
Wasn't really planning on it until you told me that your name could open doors.
Yeah, I kind of shot myself in the foot there.
Robert McGermanin.
That's Maya.
Gorlami.
Gorlami.
Gorlami. Wolfgang Gorlami.
Oh.
Christoph Waltz. Ah, there's a great German name. Wait for the creme fraiche. Now I want to watch that movie again.
It is a good movie.
Yeah. Well, and Wolfgang, Christoph Waltz is just brilliant in it. He's just so creepy.
Yes.
Tonio Margheriti. Dominic De Cocco.
Goodbye, Shoshana.
Sigmund Gross. I'm gonna throw that in the thing because my pronunciation's probably not great.
Thanks for that, and wish you luck. You sure you don't want to come with us instead? And then we can...
If you want him to come with, you can give me a persuasion roll. He might come with you.
His brother's up there, and I don't really think we need to go back to Eisenbach necessarily.
Well, you also know that place is, until you say otherwise, is about to be bombarded by bombs in a few days.
Right. Yeah, let's see if we can't convince him that he should come with us, and we can get together with Moat Life, and I know he's got a network because some of his guys are in there, and it's going to be a lot easier to get everybody out if it's a group effort and not just him on his own. Plus, knowing the mountain would help us get down it quicker. Can Harper help with this?
Certainly could.
Yeah, I'll assist. You should lead, though.
Yeah. Not that that does much good. But, sure.
Would you like to push your luck?
Corby doesn't have. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. 6. Corby needs another. There we go.
Yep.
There's 2.
Yeah, sure. I mean, and he even throws out there with the extra success. I mean, I might as well just join. I mean, I might as well go with you because if you're heading to Horschel anyway, I can introduce you to Wolfgang anyway. And
Perfect. You can also help us get into town without being spotted, hopefully.
Yeah.
And come back to my camp. We're gonna eat, and then we're gonna start heading down the mountain.
Yeah, okay. So, Charlotte, Nigel, and the machine gunner are at the camp. Well, not campfire, but at camp. And Weber and Martin come along with a German hunter-looking guy following after them. Kind of
Quickly
casually
reach for my
slinging his
rifle.
rifle over.
Yeah, quickly reach for my rifle.
Easy.
Whoa.
This is Sigmund. He's a friend of Agent W's, Wolfgang Moat Life.
Finally, a stroke of luck in this godforsaken wood.
Yeah, Mountie. Points.
Yep, turns out our contact is Canuck.
Go Leafs.
What the fuck's he on about?
I don't know. I prefer the Canadians, but whatever.
Yes, Canadians. He looks very bashful because he clearly doesn't know English.
He also knows the mountain and apparently Eisenbach, the castle of Wartburg, like the back of his hand. So he was heading in there to try and get his brother out, but we convinced him it might be best to come with us to Horschel and help us get in touch with Moat Life and see if we can't get him a little help getting his brother out.
I suppose it couldn't hurt, right?
So how
Also-
come you didn't join the Nazi bastards?
Also, brace of conies.
I'm going to swap him out for a sniper token. You ask him that?
Yeah. In German, I don't trust him yet.
Yeah, no.
Charlotte not trusting somebody on first sight? How weird.
Give me
yeah.
well, he looks at you. And he has to roll to see if he knows who you are. Doesn't necessarily want.
Despine! Despine!
Well, I'm not sure I should tell whoever the hell you are. I mean, nice people introduce themselves before asking personal questions. Unless you're SS.
Carl mutters,
Stapo.
she's not. Carl mutters, she's not nice, and now she's going to kick your ass.
Did you just call me SS?
You have no reason to ask me a question unless you're SS or Stasi. Or not Stasi, Gestapo. Stasi's in
You really wanna get in the shit here.
Charlotte's one of us. She has some anger issues, but she's one of us. She's probably killed more Nazis than the rest of us combined.
Certainly more than me.
Yeah, until they got my face.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not... that's personal information. I'm not telling you stuff like that.
So you might be a spy. That's why I'm asking.
You might be a spy, too. That's why the hell should I tell
Well,
you?
I'm not. I am a spy, in a way, obviously.
Obviously.
I mean, I killed a bunch of people, went out of the country, and got back in.
Spies do that.
Well, I think we can't take that guy.
You can give me
Think what?
insight there, Charlotte. As you're getting a read off this guy, as you're talking to him and trying to figure out if he's up to something. You're getting a feeling that this guy has a bit of a rural drawl to the way he speaks. He doesn't sound like someone who's from Eisenach, but he does sound like he's from Thuringia, if you get what I mean. Like he's from somewhere in the area.
Yeah.
So it's likely they missed him. Like he was just some hunter. If they got him, they'd be loving him because he looks like a hunter person, like a great shot for a sniper. They just never got around to hiring this guy. And that said, you clue in that, well, after so many years of the war, it's not a secret they're looking for people, so he could have signed up any time. He either got super lucky and was never found, or he's been actively avoiding them this whole time.
You're slouching too much to be one of the SS forces in the area. But it doesn't mean that you... So...
He looks around, worried at everyone else. Looks at her. The machine gunner, kind of gives a better shot for Charlotte. Moves out of the way a little bit and kind of makes sure his gun works. But notices Weber isn't giving a sign to shoot him or anything, so he's just making sure his gun works. Just makes him feel better right now.
I'll say to Charlotte, like, I don't think he's one of them. I think he's
Yeah,
civilian.
he didn't really make an effort to convince me. That would make him a really bad spy, so...
There's that too, to be fair.
Well, I'm Charlotte.
Sigmund. John, says the machine gunner, not understanding German, but he understands names. He's not dumb. And
Your name is John? What a fucking dumb name.
What the?
Nigel.
Your name is John? The man who murdered my father was named John.
Nigel. Yeah.
John Rifleman.
What?
No,
No.
Nigel.
Sit. I'll gesture to him. Sit. Food. Essen.
He isn't trying to tell you that he wants to eat you. He just wants to have dinner in general.
Oh, you can tell him I'm not like that.
Well, not.
Yeah, let's eat up.
Like, he has
and drink
nice
up
hair,
and-
I'll give him that, but you know.
Well, try tell him yourself. I won't hurt him with that.
He laughs and comes over.
All right, folks. Let's eat up and drink up and
John
get
Bliss.
down the mountain.
John Blissfully unaware. What the hell's going on? Like, what? Something's not right here. I'm not sure what it is. Corporal John. That's all I'm giving him so far. But if you have to play him, his first name's John. Or at least his nickname's John.
Corporal John Rifleman. He's the guy.
Purple John Winchester. John Browning. That's his.
John Browning, yeah.
He's our bar gunner. John Browning.
If I have to play John Shithead, I would kill him instantly.
Just survives, persistently, never fails a roll. Why won't he die? He makes every roll. Fine, I dive off the building, do a spray shot on the way down. Yeah, you hit them all, and you land on the ground with a pirouette. Damn it! But yes, nighttime has fallen. You now have a new ally who is happily traveling with you. And I'm keeping him in green because he's obviously on. He is very clearly on your side, and he won't change into disguise unless you really press him. You'd have to persuade him to do it because he really doesn't like the uniforms at all. He seems to have a certain aversion to them. I can't imagine why.
I don't really blame him, to be honest with you.
I will say when you stay with him a little bit, Charlotte, you would know it more than anyone else. That rifle looks like an old like Great War rifle. It's been maintained a bit over the years, but it's old. It's seen battle, but this guy's too young to have served.
Yeah. Yeah, my rifle has, after me being able to sit here in camp and waiting for them, I carved a little hammer and sickle into my rifle, the handle.
And I'll get look for Sigmund, and you know what? He's gonna leave that alone. You don't speak Russian, so he'll just shut up.
Me neither.
He'll deal with a socialist, the right kind of socialist, not the other ones,
I'm a coal miner.
Yeah.
That's all.
Not some Austrian or some Berliner,
Then you're even worse. You're a syndicalist.
Correct.
Oh, I thought we were living in an anarcho-syndicalist commune. You're fooling yourself.
So, what does Wisteria unit with +1 do?
Well, I think it's my time we got into Horshall, right? So.
Yeah, I have to actually get going right now.
And actually, you know what? On that part, I was thinking that myself. We can pause here, because the next bit will be the descent into Horshall, and I can see a lot of stuff going on there. So, with that, we will leave it there as disaster nearly struck, and some internal battling of the soul happened within Wisteria, and a new ally is made. And, well, thankfully, the tanks are largely destroyed and disabled, so now it's a matter of seeing what's left of the knowledge that could be used to reproduce the weapon and the doctor behind it. For everyone watching out there, thank you very much for watching. For those of you playing, thank you very much for playing. We look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye. Oh my goodness. I did not know. I thought the truck battle was going to take longer, and it was actually the aftermath of the truck battle that took longer. That was the bit that actually pushed you guys to the edge.
The emotional angst.
So much angst.
The tension was real. I really liked that, actually. That was a really good moment for compassion building. And
Yeah.
That tension of what do you do with prisoners, what do you do with the gas, how are you guys dealing with it, like that was tense. I was like, I don't know where this is gonna go.
Yep.
And it would have been weird if he won the whole thing, right?